Hello and welcome to our 83rd episode of our Adventures in Excordia campaign. I'm the GM Connor, and I'm playing with tonight, against all odds, is Karen, played by Pyro. Silver, played by Tristan. Katira, played by Liv.
I have a barbecue baked potato.
Morgana, played by Shane.
Barbecue bacon burger.
Zankiria, played by Fergus.
I don't care. We're not calling it Dolly.
And Norvin deciding he's too good to join the Roll20 or understand statistics, playing Indariel. Last we left off. I'm glad that he's AFK. That way he doesn't get to retort. Last we left off, you all had made your way to the Grove, revitalized the Grove Mother.
Connor finally got the last word over him.
By default.
You think that matters to me? The best kind of
no.
right is technically right.
I'm just making sure it's said.
What's said?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead and hop in the Roll20, bud. You all woke the Grove Mother, had a warming reunion, had your fortunes told, and received a boon to protect you against diving into the realm of the Mystic of Gleeful Giles at some point. And you've made your way back to Fort Nix, where you have a couple of threads that you could pursue. Mostly you regathered your strength after a long and hard fight with, I think it was actually, you had gone to the Illithid rescue for Rendariel, had a brief rest in the Grove, and are now headed back to your fort to fully unwind after the mission. From here, you all have a series of threads to pursue. I will remind you what some of them are, as it has been a minute. You have the derelict warlock Craven is still MIA, though you all have found that it's going to be kind of difficult to track him down, and you're waiting for some opportunity to present itself or some avenue to scry on him, despite being on a essentially in international waters. You are waiting on a response from the governess on recruiting you into the war. She was okay with everyone's stipulations except for Zonkiri's desire to have something to hold over her in the form of her lifespan being donated to him. You have Lan Morel and Sindel on the Katira front. Lan Morel being the old army buddy who is, on the side of Freywick, and is currently helping out with their forces. You all wanted to meet up with them and get a view on what it was like on the other side of the war. Also checking in on Abthar, who's been deep within the armpit of Freywick for a while. Sindel is the name of the traitor that betrayed the order Katira devoted herself to and is still at large. Of course, there's Talakith in the middle distance at all times. And then the last thing I believe that's still hanging is that Casturgian agent that is hiding on Atadia. So, party.
Yeah, we'd already discussed that she was coming. Where was it again on the map? It was like
Steelwood.
Yeah, I think it was Steelwood.
No. She said she'd meet you in Salt Hollow.
Salt
Hollow.
To meet. It was something. It was one of those, and I'm not looking at the main map, so
I'll pull you over there. So the important difference is that Steelwood is that greed demon run town. Salt Hollow is that orc clan that told you never to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Both a problem.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Stop us?
Yeah, I don't really have a need for my papers anymore at this point. So
correct, and also they're on the crux of being overrun themselves. So
It's
also not for nothing. They made a deal with old man Hoppelcairn. I don't think they'll understand what layer of bullshit I'm on now as a bear.
Technically, they made a deal with what's her name, Dagna Borvain. No,
Yeah,
Dagna Villafane.
but I'm saying they haven't seen young Cairn, little and bear, and I can just be the bear, the whole ass bear.
Correct. Pull a Underdark 2 Electric Boogaloo.
No. I'm just gonna walk in as a bear hybrid and just stare him in the eye.
It's old Kiri and young man Karen.
Time Mercarimancy at work.
And let me just. There we go. There we go.
Osmosis.
Slorp.
Like agar.io. Just. Do you remember how long I said, Karen, that it would be until she met you there?
No. I believe I was given an amount of weeks, or how much until we're all ready to go.
I want to say 6 weeks. For the time for her to sneak onto a ship and charter it to here. She gives you a 6 week. I'll be there in 6 weeks.
Bet. And Roll20 still hasn't fixed the nonsense with the sheet. Lovely.
Isn't it? Morgana.
I'm dying.
Damn.
You completed your arc, and maybe a
Hospital. Ares.
Oh, he's only 3 off from a perfect 500.
Destroy my enemies.
The minute he gets a perfect 500, he's got to get that last inspiration card so he can drop the perfectly balanced line.
Damn, he's playing those too.
As all things should be, yo.
So, party. With all those threads kind of refreshed in your mind, what are y'all thinking of pursuing? I will say some are more fleshed out than others. But I think I have a pretty strong grasp on what you're most likely to careen towards.
All right, so guys, let's
go hunt Talagas.
Not that one!
Talagas retreats from the middle distance to the far distance.
we walk into
There's a
the
DLC
border
paywall that blocks you off.
Yes, you Cap.
They only take Electrum.
Well, lucky for us.
Zankiri, open up your vault.
God, did you see my post the other day?
Yes, I did.
How long has a Mogus been there?
All campaign, practically.
Good.
Hell yeah.
I believe we were in the single digits when that got drawn.
Good God.
That's pretty sus.
If not the single digits, freshly in the double digits.
Are you talking? Which corner are you talking about?
Bottom right under Leoteth.
Well, there's one in all 4.
Oh dear God. Oh my God. Oh no.
So, to get just a bit of a summary here, Karen's vampire not girlfriend is supposed to meet us in this area, yes?
In Salt Hollow.
Okay, in Salt Hollow, which is currently part of the Commonwealth of Leoteth, which is... Are they trying to stay neutral? Or
No, either... Both sides are trying to crush them. They're basically the what the country was before these two sides emerged. They are what Etherfort used to be, the old regime. And they are, having lost the capital, they are on the Deathstroke.
Okay.
Easy pickings then.
If I remember how the map started, Freywick has cremated 80% of their territory.
Yes. Roughly, it used to kind of divvy up like that. And Freywick has absorbed them.
And apparently they learned how to make machinists.
The Gattas.
So, the Gattas. A lot of technical shit.
And then Abther...
Blackmere.
Abther's tower is over in Blackmere.
Yes.
Where Abther is up to Abther. But
How is Abther?
odds are Abther's somewhere in the vicinity of his tower.
Every time you send Abther, he says he's doing fine.
How many?
Says shit sucks in Blackmere, but he's keeping well.
If you're having trouble, Abther breathe twice really fast.
Is your job to father a war profiteer or a victim?
And then did we get an idea as to where, what was it, Katir or Ondariel's friend is in the Freywick camp somewhere?
Katira's friend is at an army encampment, so she's near the front lines.
And Dariel's friend is also somewhere.
And Dario's
Yes,
friend
the
is
one you need to go find.
Dario's friend is did I say she was also at the front lines?
Friend.
Friend. That's what historians will call you.
A second before I typed it.
We're nothing if not original.
Okay. But we don't know where exactly. I mean, obviously the front lines are,
Right.
here.
They are in like. It's not openly advertised where these encampments are, so there's going to be a little tricky on trying to find your way into the camp and be like, "Hey, we just want to talk."
Okay.
As a reminder, Freywick really hates mages, and they're kind of carrying that sentiment. So Zunkiri is gonna. You may need to disguise yourself very heavily.
Need?
What are you talking about? I'm clad in plate armor with a greatsword on my back.
That is fair. Counterpoint: they hate anything weird, and you are a Githyanki still. This is
Okay, it's some casual racism there from Connor.
To be fair, I do want to iterate. You said need. He doesn't need. He should to avoid killing them all. I wouldn't say he needs to.
Well, that's the thing. If he does that, he joins the war without ever getting any of his bargaining chips.
Don't worry, I know this guy's self. No, wait, they can probably detect that.
Just possess
Karen. No, wait, I'm under. I have Nistel's magic aura. Never mind, they can't detect me. Literally the whole point of that spell.
Can you post that spell again?
Yeah, sure.
Because did you cast that on your body that you just?
Oh, I have been just. So remember, I have that pearl of power. The only thing that pearl of power does is it fuels my daily, Nistel's magic aura.
Right.
I love that.
I'm always casting it on myself.
When you cast a spell, choose one or both of the following effects. Cast the same spell. Right. So the permanent effect hasn't been placed yet on your new body.
Correct.
You still have your magic.
The next morning it will be.
Well, no, it takes 30 days for it to become permanent.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So
I mean, we gotta wait 6 weeks to get to Solo. So.
There is also the question on how you all are going to get to the front lines. Are you going to take the Asmodean?
Just fly in orbit and just send me down. Helldivers.
Even more fitting with your hell-fueled ship.
Let's see here.
Dun, 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 dun,
What do I have?
Calming down Zankari's a stratagem.
We still have a... Do we still have a hell bike?
You do.
Yeah.
The fuck is Ferris? Oh wait, that's the place on Dual Meter.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm looking over my teleportation circles and I don't recognize some of these names.
Right.
They're disgusting.
Grand Torem is
Gantarem is Zyrteth's lair.
Right.
Dwarf city.
Yeah, the one that went to ruin when they pissed him off.
Okay. And Abther's doctor's lab
is in Blackmere.
Blackmere?
Abther's lab? Yeah.
No, doctor's lab.
Oh, that's in the Underdark.
It's the one in the Underdark.
Yes. Funnily enough, going through the Underdark and coming up out of there might be your fastest route.
Because I don't see...
Let me find
other than the one to Abther's Tower, I don't think I have any other teleportation circles on this continent.
Here's a northeast Underdark. Again.
Salt Hollow Tunnel's right here.
Right, let me find the southern portion of the map real quick. South Leetech Underdark.
Yeah.
I believe that goes to the south. If you went to the doctor's lab, did I move you all over? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
If you went to the doctor's lab, and then headed,
Anything with the bone crest.
if you go due west to Newfort, that'll put you the closest to the line, but it'll put you behind enemy lines. Funnily enough, like this section that we're looking at here is a big part of pausing the advance. Because while the Underdark isn't participating, Newfort, Bonecrest, and Peregrine, those 3 exits go to the 3 different sides. So there is a non-zero chance of some war breaking out in the Underdark, even though they have been told to. Even though they are neutral, there's a non-zero chance of some smuggling happening.
I imagine they've got each of the tunnels kind of guarded and watched.
Mhm.
One in case somebody, in case one somebody tries to come over the Alps,
Yeah.
and 2 something from the Alps tries to come up.
Hey, Connor, could you remind me which city down here that had the naturally growing buff goblins near them?
Oh,
To remind me of
that's
that?
actually closer to you. I'm gonna
Oh.
go back to the other map.
Yeah, if you could remind me where that is.
Right
I'm just
there.
mildly curious.
Like, right.
Thank
Gobbo
you.
Clan.
Thank you. Gobo Clan!
And that's where your the Moonwatch tunnel spits out.
Noted.
We have a tunnel from Zyrtest later.
Yeah, Zero Tunnel, up there in the middle.
Real quick, could you switch between these 2 again?
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, so this area leads to Rustrad.
That would have led to the northwest section of the Underdark, but you all never went that way, so I never made it.
Wait, so how do these 2 maps connect?
The one you saw on the before connects to the right of this.
Connects to the right. So it connects up here?
Yes.
So that connects to Rustrad.
Be back to work.
Or Rust whatever on the other map, yeah?
Yeah. Rustrand, yes.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, if we go to the doctor's lab, we can hit past Adal Kren, head this way, head up this way. Could you switch to the other map?
Yeah.
And we'd come out right up here, and the Salt Hollow tunnel's right here. That's a 300-mile trip. And what's it overland?
I think longer, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, you can take the Underdark route or the Overland route, but you're going to run into
Yeah.
the Shadow Curse eventually.
Yeah, it'll save us about 170 miles or so.
God, I got an Underdark highway. Morgana just tearing up the fucking
Wrecked
Underdark.
it.
And I can't even throw in some bullshit and say, well, actually, you know, that south to northeastern section I've said is pretty marshy because your bike drives over water with no problem.
Yeah.
Difficult terrain, never heard of it.
That might be your quickest route, other than trying to justify a airdrop.
GPS Kiri.
Hey, I mean,
Prepare for Titanfall.
if you remember, the reason he originally had the sage background was because he was a quartermaster. This is exactly the kind of shtick he used to do.
Hey, Kristen, you said prepare for Titanfall?
Yeah.
Cast and large on Morgana.
I mean, putting everybody in Endero's ring and dropping Morgana from orbit is an idea. I know Shane would want to live out his Helldiver fantasy. Just drop me in.
Drop me in. Drop me in on the bike with the wings out.
You're going to start an album cover. A band will have you as their symbol. So, do y'all want to go do that route?
What do you guys think?
Works for me.
I like the Underdark. As
How
much
much-
as I like the Helldiver thing.
How many miles can the bike cover in a day?
Has
Good
a
question.
has a speed of 90, not counting dashing, doesn't it? Let me see.
Because I know that's how y'all have sped through before, is everybody goes in the ring and Morgana just books her on the bike.
Yeah, Morgana's hauled ass on it before. It has a speed of 120, not counting dashing.
And land speed in miles is roughly 8 times a creature's movement speed. Or, no. 0.8 times a creature's movement speed. Because if you average of 30 for a party times 0.8 should be 24, yeah. So,
I cover almost 100 miles a day on the bike. Oh, yeah, I didn't count the dashing. You're right.
Well, no, because if you're counting dashing, it's a different multiplier because that goes for that moves you from normal speed to fast speed.
It's also the case that the bike doesn't get exhausted by running at that speed. Because, what would be exhausted is it might need more fuel, but you all have a fucking treasure trove of soul coins to feed it.
As I'm riding, it just has a low fuel. Insert coin.
Like a slot machine.
But yeah, it'd take us roughly 3 days through the Underdark to pop up in Salt Hollow.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty simple. Yeah,
That's assuming we don't run it. Assuming we don't run into anything.
But
yeah,
assuming nothing runs into you.
Well, because if Morgana happens to run into anything that requires us to get out of the ring, unless I'm mistaken, Undario can't take us back into the ring.
Short rest and then she can, I believe. No, it's a short rest for her. The everyone one is a long rest. She could go back in the ring after a long rest or a short rest, but I believe everybody else couldn't go in until a long rest.
Let's find out.
Norvin, can you confirm?
The genie.
Oh my god. Why is the genie's wrath in a different fucking bar?
No, it's just when you enter your genie's vessel via the respite feature. Doesn't say it has any sort of limit other than that.
I don't know. The end of it does say that you can't do so until you finish a long rest on it.
That's just entering the vessel in general.
I thought it came back on a short rest. No, obviously not, Connor. Otherwise, you'd be abusing that on Rin. The amount of times I bitched and moaned about, I can only go in once, guys. Make sure you have everything you want to give me to store in there.
I thought with how certain you were in saying it that it gets upgraded at some point.
I guess I thought it did.
Well, the upgrade is that if you spend 10 minutes in it later, you get a short rest.
That I might be conflating the two. Probably. Okay.
Because let me do this way, Connor. You know what the spell catnap is?
Yeah.
You realize how broken that would be for a warlock, then, yeah?
Yeah. I think. Well, I'm going to save that plan for later. I don't know how I'm going to convince my DM over there. We lost our wizard, who would have otherwise had catnap for me, and now I'm going to have to try and figure out a way to cheese that into my... Anyway.
So yeah.
Anything anybody wants to do before you depart on your venture?
Well, hold on.
Okay. Holding.
Because we're expected there in like 6 weeks, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so if we left now, it'd probably be a bit of a wait.
Oh, I thought you were going to Salt Hollow, then over to the, like... to the border, I thought is where you were headed.
The border.
No, because we were meeting Karen's contact.
Yeah, I thought you were doing the Katir thing in the meantime.
I mean, that is kind of what I'm asking folks is because we don't know where on the front line they are.
Either of them, yeah.
So, what do you guys think? How should we handle that? We can try to message them somehow if anybody has a way of doing that.
If only I had said.
Have we seen it? This is the friend that we've seen, right?
Yeah, you've met
Do
Lambert.
you have any scrying that we could do?
Yeah.
Or, well,
Yeah.
we already did scrying, didn't we?
If I
We saw her in
never
the
met-
camp.
We're looking for your friend. Who first?
for-
Well, there's my friend Mivon,
Okay, Mivon.
and then there's
we've seen
Andy's
Mivon.
friend.
Right. We haven't seen her.
Correct. You didn't
Like,
know
so
she
Andy
existed until
is it?
recently.
We met the other one
Endura.
on. We met on.
Ella
Kakira
Lily.
on
They'll need it.
Don't need her, right?
Leader. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we can message her and ask her, where she is on the front lines that
Yes.
we want to meet.
Right.
Um, Norman, you got any ideas how we might be able to contact your not friend?
Are you
She's the one
muted?
she's the one who
Norm?
taught you Thieves' Cant, right? Could you put up
Said
any of
nope.
them?
It is. He's saying he doesn't have any ideas, but yes, that is the person who taught him Thieves' Cant.
That's the person the Thieves' Cant. Is there any way to find like a general area to like lock down and then set up words in Thieves' Cant messages?
I mean, you
I
could
don't even know
always-
what you're asking.
you could try to use Thieves' Cant to talk your way into people in the know and be like, hey, have you seen this person?
Yeah, hang on. Did the what the hell was their name? That one tiefling that was in the boonies outside. They're gone, right? Like that little area, or did that get raised up with Moonwatch? Like the little like tent town looking thing in the north area.
Hang on, Penny's getting into something. One moment.
Bye, Penny.
Oh, no. Hi, Penny.
Everybody say rest in peace, birthday bandana.
Oh no,
Rest
rest
in
in
peace.
peace, birthday bandana.
I'm so glad I got some pictures before she chewed it.
Now it just looks hardcore.
Puppy.
That reminds me. Norman, you wanted the Staff of Long Shadows, right?
I think he said something about that because he's got no staff now. He kind of annihilated his.
I think we came to the conclusion that it was pretty much useless from there, right?
I can't remember. I don't know what it has.
Okay.
It's got Seeming Shadow Blade and
Teleport. Plane shift.
plane shift,
Teleportation.
which the plane shift will let you get in and out of your
Demi-plane.
demi-planes easier. Because fun fact, if you go into a demi-plane, the door shuts behind you. Unless you know plane shift, you're stuck. Because demi-plane only opens doors to demi-planes.
Demi-plate.
We'll take it.
Yeah, there's a pretty nasty ability, and you can always create. There's no limit to the amount of demi-planes you can make, right?
No.
So yeah, you can, once you get access to that 8th level spell, see a boss. Do they know plane shift? No. Push them in a demi-plane. Close it. Job done.
You're going to jail.
Come back in a couple months or a couple weeks. Yep, they're dead. Loot them. And then leave. It may or may not be on
There
my
a
list for
card
rent.
for the Staff of Long Shadows or anything that I could have?
I think there was.
I don't know if there was a card. Yeah, there was a card for it. I also posted the description in the Discord.
Why are you trying to dig your brand new bed?
Father,
I
I'm
gotta
digging
put
Do
to.
my-
that to make it more
on it,
comfortable,
Dad.
Connor. Just let her do your thing.
I cast fluff everywhere.
It's a memory foam. It's a pretty nice bed. She's been laying on the floor.
It's kind of like, you know how cats make biscuits?
Mm.
Puppy biscuits.
Where the fuck is the Staff of Long Shadows? 'Cause I know I've... Oh, there it is. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Everybody
that's-
turn.
Now for attacks and what? Is that just a staff or is it a +1 staff?
It is just a staff. Staves are not weapons. This is
Bonk.
this is not a quarterstaff. This is a thin walking stick.
Okay.
You do not want to bonk
Gandalf
somebody with this.
the White used his walking stick to bludgeon people.
Yeah, this is not this is not a melee weapon. Doing so would likely break it.
Really? It didn't grab the second one. Fuck
Uh.
you. I'll grab the other one too.
So, Karen, your question earlier was,
What question?
you asked me a question. I said, "Hang on, Penny got into something."
Oh, I think it was some minor. I forget. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
He
Go
forgot.
that way. I forgot.
Okay. Well, if you think of it, let me know.
It is 100% gone.
Okay.
I paused. I went and found a picture of Mudang, and now I forget.
I do have an idea how we could locate her.
He gets talking
I'm
about
all
again.
ears.
No, ma'am.
I'm all tusks.
So if one of us were to scry her, and preferably
Really? God damn it.
preferably we would do it
All right, fine.
either try to get her during the night, in which case we might be able to see the stars and pinpoint her location based on that. Do some astronomy.
You trying to 4chan them?
I mean, that's what people have been doing for ship navigation for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And like, we don't even need the like, we know she's on the front line somewhere, so we really only need the
Latitude.
yeah,
The one-
latitude.
Yeah.
Whichever one goes sideways.
Latitude.
The other idea, bit more disruptive,
Oh no.
Go on.
is we do it during the day, and we scry her. We then have the person scrying look toward the sky, and we cause a big commotion in the sky and see which way the commotion's coming from.
That'd have to be a pretty big commotion.
Yeah, it would.
Do you have something in mind?
Firework?
Skyrite?
Skyrite.
Oh no. Here
It's
we go.
always
Cracks
Skyrite.
knuckles.
It's always goddamn Skyrite.
Fractal.
Fractal, I'm over in this part of the city in case you're looking for me. Where are you?
Wets nuts and bolts of the fury and pain and scary. Actively being hunted by a lich.
I have I've fucked with Pyro with Skyrite twice now in two different campaigns.
The other idea is, of course, besides Skyrite, Karen knows control weather.
Yeah.
I send the locust on the wind.
I also know Mirage or Arcane, so just we can create just like a mile diameter, I don't know, giant floating eyeball in the sky or something.
I will
The
make it
sphere
break.
from Las Vegas.
I will. The orb judgeth.
But
Make it
you
rain,
know, I
rain
mean,
blood. I got you. I
Those
got
are
a
just-
theme.
those are just, you know, rough ideas.
Sound pretty good.
You could also just ask her.
That's
Yeah, if you get me one.
I mean, it's been one of Andario's friends. How cooperative can they be?
I thought
Wow.
this was looking for Joe's venom. I thought mine.
Whoa. Is that just me?
Are they an elf?
Yes, they are a Shade Archive.
Okay. Andario's friend?
Oh, no, my bad. I believe she's a human. No, maybe. I don't know. I have to go look at this. It's been so long since... This is a deep pull from his
I
backstory.
think we know who he wants.
We know where the DM wants us to go.
Hmm.
Which
Hmm.
means
We must go the other way.
To find Gandariel's friend.
Yeah,
Hard pivot.
We must
Wrong
blatantly
way
ignore
is the
that.
right way.
Is Shane's going into the void only me?
A
or
little
what is-
bit, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
A little, yeah.
I
The
was like, oh
void?
god.
Shane's regressing
Bro-
his audio quality back to the 80s.
No.
You're being sent to the 50s, son. I don't know what to tell you.
This can't be.
Oh, no, this can't be.
His next message is about to be "Good morning, Vietnam."
Oh no.
Can you say that for me, Shane? Just so before you die?
What, Good Morning Vietnam?
Yes, sir.
You know how to say it.
Yes, Good Morning Vietnam!
Oh my god.
Bro's gone.
He
He's gone.
disappeared.
He's gone.
He's gone.
What the hell?
Okay. I was
Never
worried that my
heard
headset would...
that.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Okay, that's good.
That was weird. I was like, oh, please let that not be me.
That'll be on the recording too, because Lord.
Yes.
Oh no, Norman.
Oh. Milton.
His internet just. He lives in California.
I blame the post-tropical storm that ended days ago.
He's in California.
Uh-huh.
Dumb.
You guys know he's in California?
Dumb.
DDoS's address while you're at it.
So, Alabama.
Birmingham, even.
I didn't say that.
I
That was
did.
Anyway, so as long as she's not an elf, I can drink or Warforged too, I suppose.
She might be an elf. She's either an elf or a human.
Then we can dream her and literally ask her, "Hey, where are you?" I don't know why she would answer us if Andariel's.
If I remember correctly, it is either a half elf or an elf.
Well, Halvel still sleeps,
elf.
though.
Half elf?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, half elf sounds right. I have no idea.
Quote from man who created this.
You know, I think we can tell who he wants us to go after first.
God of the universe. Fucking, I don't know, man.
Okay,
She may
but
help
you
her.
know what that means, though. That means we gotta go after Kala Lily.
Listen, you can
Hold on.
do what you want. I told you, you can go any of these directions. I said you can rush to Lockuth right now. I just had a pretty
Norman
strong
just
feeling
doesn't want to
of
have Andariel in the spotlight anymore.
Ding.
Too late.
But I really want to hear
Too late.
him be the main character again.
He's got to. We got to let him recharge until I throw him back. Until I throw Craven at him again, and he has to speak. You can't keep milling him. He's got to get a recharge period,
Denied.
a refractory period, if you will.
Fuck you.
I am an introvert.
So, all right. So contact. What is all over you? Why are you eating it?
Oh,
Peanut
dogs.
butter.
What the dog doing?
Dog hungry.
As I was saying, contact Katira's friend, see where she's at, see if she wants to meet up with Katira. Before we leave, figure out where she might be. Take some time to prepare, because once we get to the front lines, we might not be coming back here for a bit. Unless the governess actually gives us an answer.
Not with me, Shane.
Oh. I'm with the fake.
A phony.
Who the fuck stole my identity?
Fergus.
You really have to ask.
Who posted my info on Twitter.com?
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?
Hey guys, if your social security was money in your bank account, how much money would you have?
I think I...
0.
He's that old, guys.
He was the social security number.
But yeah. How does that sound, guys?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anything you all want to do before you teleport into the Underdark?
Oh.
I've got stuff to copy into my spellbook and shit.
How long are y'all taking between when you all reach the fort and when you teleport out?
However long it takes.
I think that's more of a Zankiri thing because he's got the spell book.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Do the numbers.
He's crunching the numbers. Quartermaster moment.
Mason.
Yeah.
What do they mean?
I can only do stuff once I get my hands on the governess blood or Gamancy notes.
Karen, I want to point out a personal tie for you is you also have that half of the sun relic. The other half is residing in Dragon Guard with the noble brother of your orphanage mother.
Yeah, he had the other one.
Yep, just reminding you of it. It's not really an active plot point, but it's something thrown back at you.
So,
Yeah. So if we, that's something that's going to have to resolve soon, because considering what I've told you, what I want to do with that.
Mm-hmm. Also, because Dragon Guard is near the front.
Yep.
Let's see, it takes 48 hours, so it's 3.3 days. I cannot sleep. It's only a few levels of exhaustion.
Yeah. You've got a cleric. What else is? What's their job if it isn't? What's the point of having money in a cleric if they can't scrub your exhaustion off?
Right,
I just had the foulest image of Zankiri in like a little fucking barrel bath with him fucking sponge bathing his ass while he's reading and writing that shit. That's terrible.
Sprinkling diamond dust like Salt Bay into the barrel.
Oh my god.
Oh, the save caster. Scrub. You missed a spot.
Alright,
Frickin'
so
onions.
They're sentient.
if I roll well, I'll be ready to go in a week.
Well, what the fuck do I do?
I'm sorry, that was funnier than it should have been. Not the barrel, what the fuck am I gonna do for a week?
Damn.
I mean, you all are on your honeymoon.
Damn right.
Oh, this is actually. Hold on, Connor. I had a funny thing that I wanted to talk to you about, but I ended up not getting to talk to you about. I'm just gonna simplify into this little message for jokes, and we can talk about it later.
Oh, I'm scared. I think I know what's coming.
Another womb tattoo?
No more womb tattoos.
How about tramp stamp? Can Karen have a tramp stamp?
Yes, Karen may, but I get to pick what the design is. It's just gonna say vampires can suck my hemorrhoids and point to your ass crack.
Okay, so
I cast hemorrhoids.
day 5 is 1. Okay, day 6 is going to be a 30, which I can't actually make.
Damn.
So take a day off. So 5 goes back down. 6 is off. So 7 is good. 8 is guarantee. And then 9 will be a 15. Okay, so 9 days. That's how long it takes me.
All right, you all have 9 days of downtime. Minus the wizard.
Yeah, no, Zakiri basically just locks himself in the room for a week and a half.
Your eyes hurt? Which ones? He keeps swapping them in and out.
Oh yeah, fuck! I have to recall my simulacrum to do the eye surgery again.
Yeah.
Make it 10 days.
Time to put these peepers to work.
Yeah, so Karen's just doing blood archaeomancy research all week, just vibing his room, doing clerical shit.
Urgent question. What do you do with the other body you feeble-minded? Right.
Yeah, that's sent down to prison.
Right. Oh, they're in the Underdark now. Okay, so you scooped out their eyes, feeble-minded, and sent them to the Underdark.
No.
Or were you just going to take them with you when you went down there yourself and just pass it off to her?
They're just gonna go down there when we go. No
Meet
reason.
toboggan.
Cool.
No reason to spend the extra money.
They're hung up in a closet at the moment.
I could ask Silver to meld my ring into my heart, so I have less attunement slots to worry about.
Possible. Karen.
Yeah.
Is there something you're looking for?
Nothing in particular. He just spent the time so I don't just talk out my ass on knowledge I don't have. He's just practicing it. If you want to give some, that's on you.
Going back and forth from the city, there's a copious amount of. I'm gonna take the veil off for a second.
Yeah, 22.
22 on your Wisdom Arcana check. You are able to travel into Moonwatch and get some pretty decent information from them. Also checking in with Endariel and her stolen texts from the old timeline or the non-canon timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very solid foundation. You feel you've done a little bit of blood archaeomancy. You have the knowledge of like an adept. You're just waiting for some practical use.
Yeah. If you want some, well, what I'm doing specifically, it's just what I've already managed to do, just like clearing people out using blood and whatnot. So at worst, he's poisoning himself again and just clearing that out. At the absolute worst, he's not trying it on other people.
That happens to you during this week, Karen.
Oh, lovely.
The donkeys give birth.
Bucket!
Let's go! What do we name it?
Alright, let's see here. We got...
Yeah, Beatrice and Clyde. Karen, give me a animal handling check to deliver the baby.
Okay.
The donklet.
The donklet. What? That's wisdom. Let's see here. I'm using my advantage on wisdom check.
We'll see if you need it.
Fair enough. I'll hold on to that for a whole last second.
I mean, if you want to put it on the table, I'll take it.
I mean, click. Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Beatrice has a very labor-intensive labor and passes a single donklet.
Donklet.
Give me a nature check as you're examining the nature and medicine to see if everything's all right with said donklet.
Now, when you say a check and then another check, what do you mean?
I said or.
Or. Oh, yeah. I'll go with medicine, doctor. Doink. 18.
Okay. Though they seem healthy, there is a vague magical nature about this donklet.
Magic donklet.
After scrubbing them clean and examining them, they are exceptionally heavy. The exact nature might need to be analyzed by somebody with some arcane nature, but the proximity to Moonwatch when all this archaeomancy stuff happened while pregnant has affected them.
I think he's busy. Who else? And Dario, stop fucking your wife for a second. Come look at this donklet. It's magic.
You say outside the door.
We'll go look at the donkey.
Give me an Arcana check. Intelligence based. To identify what kind of magical effect is it. Okay. 17.
Magic donklet.
This donkey has been awakened.
He's smart. That's kind of fucking hilarious, actually.
You gather, though it's much like the spell awaken, within the next couple days, his brain's going to rapidly mature, and he should be able to speak common by the end of the week.
I'm going to name him Eddie.
Yes.
Wow.
I say, get him a dragon. Karen is close enough to an ogre.
Another fun side piece about said Donklet, now named Eddie. It looks like he can digest magic items.
Ah!
He's a
Did you make
garbage disposal.
Gale donkey?
Say that
Is
again,
this a
Liv?
bomb?
Did you make a fucking Gale donkey?
Is this a
No.
bomb?
No, he made a disenchanter.
It'd be funnier if it was a goat.
Eh.
The goat mafia strikes again across realities.
So yeah, depending on what it digests, it may gain temporary or permanent buffs. If you feed this thing a legendary item, I will make it a legendary creature. But yeah, Eddie is born, the first donkey sorcerer. Hee haw,
What the
motherfuckers.
What the fuck have I done?
To be fair, Howard had a donkey warlock. He was a cannibal. Well, no, it was still a cannibal. It ate people, but it also ate donkeys.
Yikes.
I have. By the way, Connor, you need to pick up the wisdom check card. It's about Freywick.
Ah, yonk.
Don't.
You know you can just right-click and delete it, right?
Yeah, but that makes Connor pay attention.
I like deleting them.
Okay.
Because if I
It makes him feel strong.
But it's like the same when certain tables, like when your character dies, they like burn your character sheet in front of you.
That's awful, and they should be kicked in the face for that.
It's the same power.
No, that's not power. That's just being a dick.
Power.
I think if it's something that you've discussed as part of like session 0, where it's like we're gonna do this as a whole ritual thing and everybody agreed on it, is one thing. If you just do it out of the fucking blue, that's a dick move.
Correct.
Yeah, it's always better with consent. Ding.
How do you know? So, Karen's doing research and delivering a donklet. Sankiri's doing wizard shit. What are y'all? I'm assuming Indariel and Morgana are honeymooning.
I messaged you something if you didn't see it.
Oh. Yeah. I'd say yes.
Okay, well, other than honeymooning with Endariel, I have to do 2 different things.
Oh boy. You want to know what I thought you were going to message me originally?
What?
Oh, and I do one more thing. It's
Sure.
important. It involves Morgana. Morgana. Because I'll find Morgana one day. Let's say a day after the birth. And I'll ask Morgana if she wants to be Eddie's godmother. I'll explain it's an awakened donkey now. It's also something she can legally pet now.
You do have a moment, Karen, where you wonder if that giant birth electrite that you had in your vault somehow had an effect on this.
We don't think about things like that, Chernobyl man. But what we do think about is how I can fuck over Indariel by giving her and Morgana a baby.
Do you hand the donklet to Morgana so she can feel it?
Yes, I do. And I bring her out because I imagine it's still nursing, even though, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yep.
Karen, you hand Morgana the donklet. I imagine, is this before or after you ask?
Before.
Before. She will sit there holding it,
A
petting
baby
it.
donkey.
Smooth
I also
as a
haven't mentioned
newborn
idiots.
donkey.
I actually also don't mention idiots' magic items. I'm really specifying I don't mention that. It's all the affection
Choose
towards
on,
you.
choose on the chainsaw. Gang, gang, gang.
Use a Morgana. She's a magic item.
Where's my
Exactly.
finger?
I just handed him fucking Warforged to Rust Monster.
Yes, you
Trying
did.
to drink a forge like it's a bottle of milk.
Oh no! Oh no!
You see, I was gonna say like a dog licking the salt off your skin, but that's funnier.
like a
Much
goat.
funnier.
More like a goat licking the salt off your skin. Just. And then your muscle, and then your bone. And...
And then after
I just had a
you've not
thought.
touched. Yeah.
Morgana just nurses it with her fucking blood.
That's why I
Like
was
more
saying
magic.
Like
a
Thrall.
bottle of milk.
All right.
How many
so-
magic effects can we stuff in this donkey?
A considerable amount.
Alex isn't the way to surgery I've ever done.
They get surgery on a
after,
donklet.
after you've held this donkey, and Karen presumes you have grown attached to it, he'll then ask, "Would you be this thing's be Eddie's godmother?
What does that entail?
Should something happen to Beatrice or Beatrice and Clyde, you are next in line to care for them. You are legally their parent at that point."
Morgana will look down at the donklet, which I imagine is probably either snoozing or
Snoozing,
flailing. And as she's looking down at it, you'll see one of her eyes shift into the red and black hue. And she just starts petting it on the head. You'll see the other eye shift into the green star.
Oh.
And she just like tilts her head to look at Eddie's face.
That is adorable. That is the most amazing thing I've seen yet.
And she'll just look up at you and nod.
The Fey Grove seems like a great place to raise them if you needed to.
Also, probably one of the few places where a talking donkey wouldn't get thrown.
I'm
into
a magical
wall.
flying donkey.
Yeah, in the morning.
I just understood why you wanted to call
Yep.
it Eddie.
So now that this has been a legally established verbal contract, you're now locked into this donklet.
Oh no.
There you
Is
There you
now
go.
when you tell her the magic thing?
Yeah.
Morgana will just look at you. And look
It's
down.
also awakened, so you can teach it right and wrong and not to eat you.
Oh no.
Well, by the end of the week, it'll be fully awakened.
Oh no.
It's gonna
Yeah.
rapidly evolve through like a baby to a teething stage to a.
Nerd.
I mean, does the awaken speed up its growth to maturity, or does it just make it smart?
It'll just be a really smart donklet.
Really smart donklet. That's funny.
It'll still be a baby, just
It'll-
hyper intelligent.
For a brief period, it'll sound like it's normal, and then it'll sound like a grown adult man. Or Karen, roll me a D2.
You know, that's fair.
It's gonna
Its
be
name will stay as Eddie.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Well, it'll either be Eddie or Murphy. It's Murphy. There you go.
Oh lord.
All right, so two's a girl, I assume. So
It's whatever you want it to be, man.
either way's funny. So with their donkey kid Murphy, there you go. Murphy's neutral, gender neutral, right? Yeah.
Sure. So there's going to be a brief period in the week where they're going to sound kind of like kiddish and still look like a kid. By the end of the week, when they fully awaken, they're going to sound like an adult woman. and have the body of a young
Donkey.
donkey. They will be talking in fully articulated sentences while struggling to walk.
Help!
I appear to have fallen. Will you help me? Help me.
Actually, it'll be pretty good on its feet.
Yeah, they're one species that really get. Anyway, we're getting into the.
I think I've heard Scandinavian folk tales about this creature.
Did you make said creature?
Probably.
Are you kidding to this creature? Where's this going?
You...
Learn from my mistake.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been to New Jersey in my life.
Uh-huh.
Dinga dinga durgan, am I right?
So, talking out the ass aside.
All right, now I'm done. Sorry.
I guess during the next while the Donklet is adjusting to being alive and free.
Sentient.
Oh, do you not keep him in the kennel? Does he just free roam the...
No.
Morgana would be escorting.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you keep watching, Karen, you'd see Morgana like kind of looking around, observing the Donklet, sometimes looking up in thought as if talking to herself in her head.
Remember, you still gotta keep her mostly around her mother. She's still nursing, I think. Yes. Matter of fact, you should actually consult with Indaro's mother. She is more the animal husbandry type.
When you say that, she'll look to you and nod, and then you'll see her like kind of rigidly like leaning down and like beckoning.
Sound like a forklift.
Beckoning to the Donklet, Murphy.
The Donklet to, like follow.
And they kind of open their eyes and wobbly start to follow behind you.
I tended to orphans and then they died. I don't think you want you want this track record.
They didn't die. They were abducted.
There were a lot of babies.
Well, yeah, some did.
Yeah, it's the whole reason you had to log with Tommy.
Yeah.
I was there
the
for
ones
that.
you lost along the way, yeah. But,
Yeah.
the remainder of the ones that were there were just conscripted and abducted.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. In case you don't know anything, Karen.
Oh, thank you.
In case you forgot.
I forgot. I'm just a silly old man.
Silver, during these like first couple of days, you step out into the hallway and see a small donklet, following Morgana down the hall.
Mother.
And it looks at you and says, "Hi." And continues to clap.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Did somebody spike my drink?
What?
We're in a very
Just
we're
coming
magic
out of my room. What did I just hear?
Hi.
Look down.
That's horse, buddy.
I'm aware.
It's a mutant.
No, it's like the strange ox. It's trying to make the sound it thinks it should make.
I'm aware I could hee-haw, but I won't.
There you go. Sorry again.
Basically, any.
Looking at you now, Katira. Hi.
Morgana, what's going on?
It blinks out of sync.
Oh no.
It was born of Beatrice and Clyde.
The
It is
second coming of
magical.
Oscar anomaly.
It is magical in nature, due to the variety of magical effects of the fortress.
It stands on its hind two legs.
Oh god, we did that?
That's physically possible.
You hear the popping of
Give
joints.
The horse removing its hoof and having fingers, please.
That episode of Adventure Time.
Don't remind me of that Adventure Time.
Thank you, Fergus.
You're welcome.
No, it's a deer of some sort.
Yeah.
the
I can't
deer,
believe we did
and
this.
he's the worst villain of the show. Actually.
The Lich couldn't come close.
Not
You
to
know-
the fucking war crimes that this thing committed.
He kidnapped an
We're-
entire city.
And
This is
licked
the whole,
them.
the whole reason Connor let this bit go is because eventually he can have an NPC go, Peter, the donkey's here, and he just jaywalks in the room.
Well,
I found the core of your
Silver, you would notice Morgana has dual eyes at the moment instead
Wait.
of her normal blue ones.
A disenchanter's an actual thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing. I thought
I
you were
was
just
joking. You just made a disenchanter. That's all you did.
amazing. Amazing. The streak continues, guys, of Connor accidentally reinventing things.
The wheel.
And so Morgana, you take it to Catherine. And she sees this thing walking on its hind legs and goes, "Oh my." Morgana,
What's the
what's this?
Murphy.
Hi, Murphy. Hi, Murphy. Hi, where did they come from?
Found Dom. Get Bill back in here.
Oh.
Catherine asks you, Morgana, where did it come from?
It was born of Beatrice and Clyde,
Wow.
and formed from the
Yeah.
magical variety that lurks within the fortress.
It looks up at you. What is my purpose?
You eat magic items. Oh my god. Did you want me to take care of them?
We would like some instruction.
Okay, well I can help you with regular donkey care, but
Is this not the same?
no, not close. Normally they don't stand on their hind legs, and they don't speak, and as special. You are.
What?
Mahal means family.
I'm just gonna grab Silver and be like, what the fuck is going on?
There's Bennifer laughing around the corner.
And Daryl will kind of finally poke her head out. It's more or less under the effects of the awakened spell. The walking on the hind leg things.
Yep.
That's bad for your hips, little one. Go ahead and go back down.
You hear like the creaking of joints as it goes back to quadrupedal.
Oh god.
Hi.
Thank you, Andariel.
Don't worry, Blood or Chaomancy will take care of
Yes.
that.
Oh, Andariel would notice her eyes too then, if she's
Yeah.
sticking her head out.
Just treat it nicely. That's all you have to do. Its parents will feed it.
I'm special.
It's like fishing with dynamite.
Yeah, you
I just
are.
like the funny shit. Hey, and everyone's great.
Who do I want to roll this?
Oh boy.
Let's go with Shane. Roll me a d20.
You've been
11 or
conscripted
high.
into the pet.
Oh. Okay.
The Donko
11 or
explodes.
higher.
What happens?
Yeah. So as you all are watching it, he eats a fork very quickly. Like
Where did you get that?
The table is set. You all kind of wander in to the dining room to speak to Catherine. It quickly like hops up on the seats and like inhales a fork, and it like crunches it like it were toast.
I just imagine Morgana doing the give it back to the dog thing, trying to open up their mouth.
Give me a strength check.
Characters
I don't
staring
think
at
I'm going to
that.
have trouble dealing with a couple of day old donkey.
I think it's more or less safe you keep your fingers.
You pry it open, and there's like a little bit of the handle left in the back of its mouth. And it keeps licking you. Just, oh.
You are not supposed to eat those.
Do you fish the remainder out of its mouth?
Yes.
You sit it down.
So good and tasty.
You'll see her very like rigidly pat it on the head. You will get food from your parents.
Hungry.
She'll,
Hungry.
scoop up the donklet.
What is it supposed to eat?
Mhm.
Good
Well, for
question.
now, it's supposed to nurse up its mother, but it eats magic. So, down the line, we shrugs.
So you'll put it in its pen, and it goes straight to nursing on its mother.
Gonna have to teach it not to bite magic people.
So Silver, what are you doing with your week? Like your 10 days?
I don't know. I guess I'm turning that magic sword into a bayonet.
Hell yeah.
Don't know what else to do.
It should be easy enough for you. I mean, kind of just make a mount and plug it in. At an artificer of your level, easily done. Anything else?
Nothing at this moment. I'm like trying to think of something that I know is possible at this moment, but nothing coming to mind.
It's all
Silver
good.
be able to help me meld my ring to my heart, so I don't have to constantly combat which attunement slot gets jacked.
Possible.
Here's an idea. We're gonna head underground, right? We could come across some very upsetting thing. You make some C4 charges or some shape charges.
Okay. I just immediately had the image of somebody trying to jump out and get on Morgana, and instead of not even hitting the brakes, just throws a C4, like a sticky grenade onto their chest, and keeps driving. Just explosion behind her.
That was the DRG driller in me talking. God, ignore me.
I forget, who was it? Was it the Soviets, the Germans, the Afghanis, or the North Koreans that would just like tie grenades to the end of sticks and use them like spears and blow themselves up?
Germans, I think.
I have no clue.
All I know is I think it was involved in like, I know, like where they're charging tanks. So that I think it was the Germans. I think it was the Germans.
Like end of World War II when they were out of money and resources. They're just like,
Yeah, no
fuck it,
trouble
everybody take a
because-
stick.
Yeah, kind of.
That's not the kind of expendable anti-tank I'm used to.
But yeah, in case we need to tunnel, or if we actually are being chased, you could create things that let us skip encounters. Do some wacky race shit, install like an oil spill, or
Mario Kart.
yeah, pretty much just Mario Kart the motorcycle and let us skip encounters down in the Underdark.
I'll allow it. Just tell me what kind of gadgets you want to make. We can also bounce back to you if you want a minute to think on it.
Yeah,
A blue shell.
It was the Japanese, the lunge mine, the Shito Shuto Bakari, the suicidal anti-tank weapon.
Really? Okay. You know what?
You
Out
know,
of the blue.
that does fit their MO.
Out of the blue.
Little
It was
bit.
the Japanese. Just
You know what? Yeah, he right.
Bomba.
Sorry, off topic, but I just imagine like as somebody's charging it, Morgana on the bike, she just pulls out a stick of dynamite on a spear and stabs them.
hold this.
Where the fuck is Magnus?
It's just attached to a javelin, and as I'm going, just fucking.
I mean, that is wouldn't be hard to make. Woe be upon you.
I'm surprised you don't have blades attached to the front of your motorcycle at this point.
We did say that I'd take my chainsaws off and put it on the front of them.
That's right.
Sometimes.
You stop to think about it.
The ankle biters.
Deploying ad control.
Whoa, C4 be upon you.
All right. We'll bounce back to you, Silver, if you have anything in mind.
Yeah.
Katira.
I got nothing.
Cool. And Ariel.
Andy wants to pour over all those library books she stole.
All right. Well, you'll be doing that with Karen then for most of the week because he's doing similar research into blood archaeomancy. You all just kind of had a little study session together.
She's gonna be leaning heavily into stone and shadow.
Cool.
Yep.
You want to give me an Arcana check? It can be Charisma or Intelligence based.
It's the same for me. Let me see if I got a card to give me advantage. I'm gonna make it charisma so I can use this.
Okay.
What do you want, buddy?
Sure.
So 23.
You are very well versed in both those schools now. Was there something specific you wanted to know? Or something you wanted to make?
To reduce the cost of using our commands.
Okay.
Make it more efficient, I guess.
Okay.
So it's easier. I want to make it to where I can move Fort Nix around without the cost, or as low a cost as possible, and for the portals. So if we need to, I could just take Fort Nix and GTFO.
Do you remember how much I charged you to move it before?
It's a soul coin.
One soul coin?
Coins? No, I think it was more than a couple. More than a couple.
Was it like 5, 10?
I don't absolutely. I mean, I don't remember if it was, more than a soul coin.
You can confidently spend one. They're uncommon items, right? Or are they rare?
Uncommon.
You can burn one uncommon item, including a soul coin, and change the location / destination of any of your portals. You can spend 3 and move Fort Nix. You also have drawn up plans to install in your central spell battery to have like a gumball dispenser, a spot for 3 soul coins that somebody can put it in, crank it, and it'll go to the programmed destination.
Okay.
Fucking rev up Fort Nix like a Harley.
I'm gonna sit this bitch and set it to ramming speed.
Yes! I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Okay, then I'd also like to, because I have more time.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a ramming buttress for Fort Nix.
Oh my god, he's...
Okay, so the way you move isn't like slingshot; it's like teleporting. If you wanted to make it like a meteor, like moving and butting into things, I will say that is your that is the thing. Instead of the ramming buttress that you spend the rest of the week changing, because before your ship, your fort turned into shadow. And reappeared as shadow and then solidified on the other side of Moonwatch the last time you did it. It didn't just float over.
Welcome back. You could do the Call to Chaos route or the teleport
now
route.
I can do the float thing.
If you would like.
Yes.
Okay. You modify the stone that's holding your ship aloft to make it possible that it moves and holds you
To
aloft.
reinforce it as well so it doesn't crumble as easily.
It is.
I mean, dropping a mountain on something is...
Starting to look like Ultron.
It's that reinforcing the actual fort is a job you give to Yexum and the helpers.
Okay.
Because they're going to be starting installing some framework in the soil and.
Because now we have a moving deterrent of, hey, knock it off, or we're gonna land on your city.
Okay, so I'm going to walk back what I said a little bit. Rather than having that little coin slot for teleporting, you now have like a ready-to-go infernal engine, but for general arcane items that you can throw in to fuel your ship moving.
So
you basically recreated the engine on the Asmodean, upscaled, and able to burn any magic item for your
Now,
fort.
what I think is important to discuss is
We
where
now
the
have a
fuck
mobile
that is.
fortress.
Where the fuck that is on Fort Nix?
It's in that central building where you had your spell battery before.
Okay.
So on the Fort Nix map, it is in that building D, the recreation building, like
Okay.
towards the back.
Okay.
I think you can probably get rid of that body. I think it's been used up.
Yeah,
There was a trophy at that point.
I just need a couple pieces on hand that I could just resurrect if I wanted.
They have been made into plates and other decorative things.
Plates.
Dragon scale plates.
Wow.
Wait, hang on. Was the cutlery that Murphy made out of dragon bone?
Roll me a d100.
I have a request.
Yeah.
Can I have one of the dragon's teeth made into a toothpick?
Yes.
71, Connor.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so
Still
That's
close to
why
it just
it-
as easy.
yeah, that's why she wanted to eat that. It was made of dragon bone.
Well, previously
no.
it was just going to be like general enchanted cutlery that you all had.
Well, now it's dragon bone.
Yep. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Calcium. Make her bones good and strong. Oh no, we're skipping past the first iteration, Shane. We're already getting the donkey dragon.
Oh no.
Yeah! Evolve, you creature!
The
Wait,
fucking
hold on.
hybrids.
Evolve, you damnable evil thing!
I just had a thought, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Morgana's Archaeomancy school was ice and is now storms, right?
Yeah.
My whole Calamity Storm ability.
Yep.
Would I be able to enhance that with my Archaeomancy?
Yes.
Okay, Virgil.
You just need something pretty strong as a fuel source. Soul coins aren't going to cut it. This is something like you would need to take like the whole body of Zyrteth or something like really strong and use it as fuel to push that storm harder.
I see. I have a golden mind now.
Of course, you know, there are other ways, but they are less healthy for you.
Yeah, I'd rather not start eating myself for Archaeomancy.
How does your engine take demon oil?
It's like taking 400 shots of espresso instantly.
If it can slingshot us and a ship through the fucking warp, I mean.
Okay, I'm just putting this out there.
Mm-hmm.
We have enough of those condensed souls to turn a creature evil and basically make it like half demon, right?
Uh-huh.
No, not the demon donkey.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It would gain permanent fire resistance. Its creature type would gain an additional... So it would be a Fey Fiend. Okay.
Then it would definitely stand on two legs.
It would be... Its alignment would permanently shift to evil, and... Oh, God.
It's that time. There's not enough evil in the world.
I'm here to correct that!
We really are getting on track to the deer.
Yeah, let's not. Yeesh. Oh god, no, not the Belezu. Those things stanky. No,
Yep.
they stanky. Extra stinky. No. Look, as soon as where did I get this necklace of minus shielding from? I got it from Zinkiria, right? Whoop. Okay, never mind. I don't want to piss him off. Thinking, if I just want to stack buffs on the donkey, the mind shielding would be kind of fun.
Feed the donkey a soul coin. See what happens.
No. I hear voices. Or just turn it into Tess. This is Tess's original origin story for real now.
Who do you think Tessa's alternate personalities are? This is her like variant.
Hi. I hear. This is one of the Murphy is one of the voices in Tess's head reaching across the veil.
You fed her enough stuff in this campaign where that's what happens.
Hi. I'm from the warp.
Oh god, the idea of Murphy getting into Zunkiri's room and eating anything. One, pissing Zonkiri off. Two, gaining whatever effects he has laying around.
Look, just put the Githyanki egg and
Half Gith, half donkey.
And Murphy in the same room, and whatever happens. Whether a little Gith thing comes walking out wearing the skin of an awakened donkey, or a donkey comes out looking horrifically green and sad.
So you all head to the Underdark.
Yeah.
Right back.
Sorry. Yeah, alright, man. This is only going to spiral worse. Let's just leave him alone for a bit.
You travel to the Underdark. Zonkiri has his spare suit in hand. You all have the bike, and you step through. Mina is there, ready to. Well, there is a golem there to receive you, who alerts Mina, who comes to greet you personally. The room you all teleport into does have 4 different golems in the room, ready to flank and grab whatever appears. But it recognized you and stood down. And seemingly Mina got some sort of alert that, hey, your bosses are here. She opens the capturing cell slash spell circle. She will ask you if there's anything you needed or if you were just passing through. And then she will see the body over Zonkiri's arm. Is that one of the residents I'll be taking?
Yes. Be careful with this one. Make sure it's put in a non-teleportation room.
Noted. Should I be concerned about the lack of eyes or hand?
Not really.
You want to know?
Yes.
What
I
its hand
forgot you
got
were
chopped
scared.
off. Its hand got chopped off in a rift of time,
Mm-hmm.
and I took its eyes and put it inside this body.
Okay.
Well, technically, I took its eyes and threw them into a lake somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and then I put something else's eyes into that body, and then I put those eyes back into this body. Well, not back into this body. I put them into this body too after taking them out of that body.
Are there any
Yes,
other
right.
surprises with this thing?
I don't think so.
I will put it in a non-teleportation capable room then. She whistles and from the shadows, this like hellhound-looking creature emerges. She places it over its back, and it scurries down the halls. Oh yeah, I can do that now. Need anything else, or...
I don't think so. How's everything down here?
Peachy. You hear the distant wails of agony. Please, I just wrote a story. I don't deserve this. I'm just a bard.
Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Did we throw a bard down here?
Yes.
The one that wrote all the weird fan fiction.
No, and Daryl didn't tell anyone though.
He has
was that
quite
guy?
an active imagination. I've been listening to him frequently. The stories he tells are fascinating.
Well, if you say he probably deserves it, so.
Yes, I've learned a great deal about all of you.
Explain.
I don't think that I will.
Well, we've got to keep going. We have a war to mess with.
Naturally.
Just imagine Morgana going through the portal on the Abyssal Fang, like standing on, or like sitting on it, like doing the bouncing back and forth to push herself. Doing that through the hallway.
Just well, you all make your way out and are able to get your traveling. You all jump into the ring and do your days of travel. Shane, roll me 3d20. 1 for each safe travel.
Did Silver ever do anything?
He's AFK.
Shit. Okay.
Before everyone gets into the ring, you see Morgana's eyes take the 2 shift, one of Traco, one of Cardiaki. And then you just hear like the inflection in her voice, like Cardiaki speaking. Traco's gonna teach me how to drive.
Give me the ring, give me the ring, give me the ring, give me the ring.
Let me get back there. Get me out.
I'll be fine as long as I'm in that ring. I ain't riding a bitch to a psycho. Get me in there.
Carrying her neck, looking mighty. Anyway.
Yeah, which one of those bitches choke me? I want to talk to him.
Hold on. I gotta check something.
I know Traco cut me, but was it Cardiaki? Was it Teriyaki that choked me out?
Was Trico or Teriyaki? Which one of you motherfuckers?
Trico, Teriyaki,
Technically, it was both of them doing the choking.
Okay, Mugana, Trico, Malfoy, teriyaki sauce.
Because Cardiaki was going berserk because she was confused. And then Traco wanted to attack you because at that moment you weren't a part of the registry. No one was.
Well, but also she likes attacking people.
Fergus, do I still need to hold on, or?
No, we good.
Imaginary technique.
I was just making sure we actually had, because I know there's a limit to how many creatures can be pulled inside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure that we weren't exceeding that limit.
Okay. So day 1, Morgana. No issues.
Am I allowed to bring my shield guardian with this?
Yes.
You have your shield guardian now. Day 1, Morgana. No issues. You travel to at Ancient Necropolis. You drive up the stairs and just out before they really realize what's happening. No issue. Day 2, you're crossing the like vast open plains of the Underdark.
Does Morgana have night vision?
No.
Nope.
Are there headlights on the motorcycle?
I would hope so.
I'm gonna look at it. I don't think
Looks
so.
like it's got little light things on. Are those skulls?
Disturbingly easy to put on.
So here's the thing.
Here's my everlasting bullseye lantern.
Swinging from the front. Okay.
Hey, hold on, wait, hold on. I just realized. I'm pretty sure Eru has dark vision.
Shoulder mounted.
Just
your dash cam.
Just mount Eru on the front and then look through Eru.
Yeah. Day 2, wide open darkness. Nothing important jumps out at you. You whiz by a couple things that could have been interesting, but you're on a mission. And they aren't fast enough nor strong enough to deter you. You make it to the northeastern part.
Can we give her a lance so she can like get us some experience as we move on?
No, denied. Creature.
You drive around Ruststrand or through it?
Do we know what's in Ruststrand?
You have not been there before, but as you're coming up, you see this like. It looks like an old steel factory almost, like these big, large, rust-covered buildings, and it seems to be home to some sort of industry. It has a large open road through the middle of it.
Do I have a way to contact you guys while you're in the ring, or can I only be spoken to by someone with message?
We can hear you, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then They're
And then
parenting
Endaro
teachers,
can write to my head.
Yeah.
As
Texting
you're
and
going,
driving.
Morgana will raise her hand up to her mouth. We are coming up on Ruststrand. It appears to be a factory. Do we want to go through or around?
We shall take a vote.
Around. This seems like a very unsafe place to be driving our only source of travel.
Right,
Tara?
that's one round.
We got shit.
I don't have an opinion.
Pass me. I'd like to stop in.
Pass. There's
That's
6 of us. It's fine.
Pass me. I'd like to stop in and see what they're making. Perhaps it might be something useful.
It's 1 for, 1 against. 1 for around, 1 for through.
Tristan?
Okay, I think.
I'd probably say
Oh.
around.
2-1.
I honestly want to see what's going on.
2-2.
Well,
You
Morgana,
piece of shit.
what do you want to do?
Morgana doesn't know that they're voting.
No, she knows we're voting. I sent that to her.
Oh,
She said we're gonna vote, and then there was an interim, and then she probably comes back. It's 2-2. Katira didn't vote.
So does Shane get 3 votes then? Because
no.
I mean, he could have 1,000,000 at this point. It doesn't matter.
The 3 would still be a tiebreaker.
If there's materials within Ruststrand and product that we can utilize, we would be interested.
We're stopping.
There we go.
Give me a perception check, Morgana, as you pull into town.
Yes, sir.
the rust monsters everywhere. Roll initiative.
Oink. Oh,
The first thing you notice is that everything here seems to be scaled for small-sized creatures.
Oh no.
Oh, gnome.
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah!
You find a place where you can leave your vehicle.
And leave my bike around a bunch of gnomes.
Oh, you're not stepping away from it. You just find a place to like drop the kickstand and step off and look around.
It's already been torn.
You see something that looks like a strip mall. Is it y'all popping out of the ring yet, or?
We're waiting for Morgana to tell us what's going on.
It's stripped sulfur parts. I swear.
Would you like to approach said strip mall?
As I take the keys out of my bike, Morgana will walk up.
You leave Eru to watch the bike.
Wheel.
Huh?
Do you leave Eru
Make
to
sure to
watch
lock
the bike?
Make sure to lock the steering wheel.
Hold on. Pictures of the Abyssal Fang. I don't think a gnome's gonna be able to move that if they wanted to. Thing's
How about
fucking big.
How about a swarm of gnomes dismantling it?
Yeah, and I'm pretty good at dismantling a swarm of gnomes too, so they can fucking test who's faster.
So, as you approach,
Like piranhas.
She'll flick off her visor and look around. Keep Eru next to the bike.
they are patrolling. As you step into this, you become very aware that it has these stands look like a farmer's market, but they are selling black market weapons and mechanisms.
Oh no.
Raise the ring up to her mouth. Zankiri, you may like this place.
Is it a black market?
The Sphere Neblin all turn to look at you, who cuts quite a figure. And you notice a lot of them suddenly close secondary panels, seemingly hiding their really contraband stuff.
That's the money.
There is a large majority of contraband.
Listen, I smell war profiteering.
I guess we're all getting out. Everybody out.
Oh yeah, make the nervous gnomes even better. Like
Hold on.
heavily armed adventurers popping out.
As you're getting ready to get out, do you tell Morgana that you're coming out?
No, she didn't.
Go
come out of the
Pokeball.
ring because she's still got it up to her face.
It's socked.
You get sucker punched by the party coming out.
I figured we all just start to materialize around the
It's
ring.
funnier this way.
It is an air gin ring, so we kind of like probably smoke out
It's
of it.
funnier
To be
this
honest.
way.
All right.
I get a gas vent in my forehead.
Oh no!
High pressure burst. Poof.
Smoke bomb right into the face.
And then you
Hold
won't see her.
on. Hold on. I have an idea.
Mhm.
Connor.
Yeah.
You can private roll a die to see which one of us comes out first, and is the smoke that hits Morgana first, and then DM her what it smells like, and we can see if we can figure out who it was.
Let's see. I only need to roll a d5 because Morgana's not counted.
I mean, the Shield Guardian's still there too.
Oh. Morgana, the first thing that hits you is the the strong smell of doubt and regret.
Silver.
Really?
Her eyes will readjust. Karen.
As you see your orc materialize.
Tragedy. I just sit there, look down the market.
One of them has a gun that they have pulled at a stand and are looking at you all very intently.
Customers. Aaron flashes a gold coin.
A bugbear and a
like
trilby
to-
walks out.
A trilby.
We got a problem?
No, we
Not
got
unless you
money.
make one.
Bad Morgana. We got money.
You see
No,
the red
I
eye.
agree with Morgana. Not unless you make one.
You're not helping.
He's
The extra
staring you all
economy
down.
is a cruel,
We just-
vicious bitch.
We just traveled light and it spooked everyone.
Yeah, we just flashbanged a bunch of very.
We're
heavy
here to
alcohol.
shop. Do you have a problem with that?
Of course not. Come on in.
I imagine none of the guns pointing at us have drugged from that.
No. They're like all, they're not pointed at you, but they're like, have been taken out from under the stall and are sitting on the table and they have their hand on it. And the bugbear just leans on the wall watching you all. Go ahead.
I'm
Shop to your heart's
revoking
content.
Charisma. Your charisma's revoked. Go back to a warrior. All right.
Some
What
of
do we
the some of the firearms they have do seem more advanced than you've seen.
Cool. You read your firearms off of Dex. I have no interest. What?
Damn.
Can we read the signs? Or are they in Undercommon?
Undercommon.
Fuck!
And Dario
What
can
do
read
they
them.
Oh yeah.
They're just various like. Most of them are just kind of like ads advertising like imported weapons. You see, there's a few stands of like smuggled creature parts, like griffin eggs, dragon pancreas. Some of them are sold as like essential oil style, like curatives. Some of them are just sold like no questions asked. These are reagents, you'll use them for what you want. Some of them you think might not really be that useful, but the one that catches your eye the most is the like weapons booths that seem to have some very strong machinery. Nothing comes close to what Silver has, but definitely more than what you've seen the Moonwatch or Freywick folks rolling with. Like energy weapons, for example. Futuristic
Energy
weapons.
swords?
Been listening to Rain and Thunder sound the whole time. Going to change it to Underdark theme.
Thank you.
Energy swords?
Yeah, I'd say sure.
Think fast, split lips.
I know exactly what you find. You find what looks like a single hilt with some lots of arcane runes etched around it, and a spot where a blade would go. You can give me an Arcana check to identify what it is.
Did I get some assistance from the other person who has high Arcana? Actually, I'd rather Zankiri do it.
I don't know what he's doing at the moment. And it's probably something nefarious.
All right.
But
25.
That you are looking at a thought blade that you roll with your intelligence.
Now
So-
you can make this really fun. You can make this really funny, Connor.
How much? Pointing at the thought blade.
Just take a couple letters out.
Hang on.
A thought.
You said THOT. Thank you.
Yeah, that one you can use your charisma on.
Funnily enough, still the same.
Oh, cool, it's not in the compendium. Give me a second to get the price on it.
And does the Nerf Nebulum know what he has? Or does he just think he has a hilt?
He seems to know everything he has on his table. He does seem surprised that you recognize it. I have Mind Blade, that's what it's called.
Oh!
Nope.
I mean, it's really not that much use for me.
I have seen this weapon before. It is just like it's like a longsword that uses your intelligence for your to hit and your modifiers. You are considered proficient with it while you are tuned. I have seen it somewhere, but rather than spending a shit ton of time just going and trying to hunt it down, I'll give you the concrete stats when I find it, but I think it was a rare item. So let me see, but I'll have you roll. One more minute. Roll me 2d10, Norman.
Fuck.
Okay.
Could have had Shane roll it.
Did you want nothing? Did you want low roll?
He looks
Yeah,
at
that's
you.
probably how much it costs.
24k.
24k.
This thing is great for slipping in and out of hidden places, and getting past lines. Otherwise, you aren't allowed to bring weapons in. 24k.
You will point at the shield guardian and go, half the cost of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll walk away.
He puts it under the table.
Zankiri, he has a mind blade if you're interested.
A mind blade?
A mind blade is an illithid weapon, not a.
Excuse me one moment.
Yes, I love it.
Feeble minds of Sniff Neblin.
Zankiri will slink over to the area.
Mm-hmm.
Doing me expansion, big stinky.
Looking at this, what does it look like?
It looks like just a regular sword hilt. Like I said, it lets you use your intelligence to attack, and you add your intelligence modifier to it. As long as you're attuned, you're considered proficient if you otherwise aren't. But if you are already proficient with a longsword, you can instead just use your intelligence to roll, add your proficiency, etc., etc. It's basically just using your intelligence to roll it with a longsword, and it does psychic damage instead of slashing.
Interesting.
There's something else you can never. Who all is looking at the weapons, like the arms and munition stands?
I'm overall glancing.
Okay. Anyone looking at those? Can you give me a religion check?
Oh yeah. Super good at religion.
What?
Baller.
And Dariel and Zonkiri and Silver, you see what looks like a. They almost look like a series of like explosive charges, but on closer inspection, you hear a little sloshing of liquid on the inside, and as you examine it, these contain liquid from the river Styx. They seem to explode and douse everyone in a 30-foot sphere in the effects of the river Styx as it sprays down on them. Spoiler alert, it's very bad. I can pull the specifics. You see some others with different labels of different underworld rivers. The Lethe, the other ones.
So these weapons have the tendency to explode.
They're like fireworks loaded with bioweapon.
Damn.
Mm,
They're also disguised to look like fireworks.
I see.
Are they being sold, or are they like placed around as like a deterrent in case something
Oh,
happens?
they're being sold.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
At 5,000 gold a pop. But I think I actually made a handout for this a long, long time ago. Let's see if I can search it.
Okay, so we've got a sword that uses intelligence and Styx grenades.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And then Karen, answering what you were looking for, can you give me a medicine check, Karen?
Yep. Okay. Karen, looking at all these bio parts. Medicine. 24.
You find the jarred liver of a beholder. As you're looking over it, the Sphere Nebulin Mini his stand saddles up to you and says, "Interested?" As he's twirling his little handlebar mustache. Or his, like, dolly mustache. You know, one dose from the toxins in that liver could permanently revoke the spellcasting of any mage of middling power. Useful for any opponents you may have. He does not stop twiddling his mustache.
Karen counters by running his hand through his big bushy beard.
There's a dandruff war going on.
Gross.
Well, he's shorter, so he's getting rained on.
He did get that ash curse.
Perpetually ashy. Oh no.
Yeah, it's snowing. Oh.
What's your price? You said middling, so
3,000. Beholders are pretty rare creatures, you know.
They are, but
And wrestling one to get its parts was no easy feat.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't.
Karen, you can give me an insight check if you'd like.
But Karen's just but Fu Manchuing his mustache now. No, not mustache. His beard now. He's just. Though we aren't a weak party, we could just go out and find one if we absolutely had to. Insight. So, 13.
It's not lost on you that this is the only beholder part left, meaning this was probably the bottom of the barrel from everything else they got.
Granted, also, beholders aren't exactly known for their livers. If you see what I mean.
It's still pretty potent. I promise you that.
No, what else is potent? An eyeball.
Well, if you'd have gotten to the market quicker, you might have been able to buy one.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Does he have anything else I just saw that strikes out to me?
A little blast from your past. You see some flakes of a stray cursed a shadow dragon. A couple flakes of scales.
It was a topaz dragon, wasn't it?
Correct.
Is that... Hang on, I scooped my eyes. Is that the fucking...
Yes. It seems like it's from the same one. Either after the scouring the lair, or you identify it as...
Mm-hmm. I'm also willing a bit deeper in the ruins. There's a beholder.
Possible.
Looking for something a little more robust for my up-and-coming project. No, thank you. And he'll get up and walk away.
You're lost.
Karen... he's staring at... Karen is staring at the meter. I could cast Resurrection on the beholder. I could. I really could. If I come back to the rest of the party, namely the one I know who could talk me into it, Zakiri, what do you think if I get that beholder liver and try and get it on the sly, and then I can just resurrect it and we kill it for its parts? Is it?
Well, generally speaking, don't you need the consent of a creature to resurrect it? I know divine magic's a bit weak like that.
Well, you know what? You would know, being only marginally more egotistic than the average beholder. What do you think if it wants to come back alive?
Only marginally?
Did Karen just backtalk Zankiri?
Yes.
He heard you have a spell that could insta-kill me, and he thought, oh, I'm big dick in the locker room now, not knowing that counter spell is also on his list. Now what?
It's called character progression, or insanity. Either way, it's some kind of progression.
Just picture you cast a 8th level spell, countered, success.
Death.
Then what's your plan?
Vanish. Go back to the void. You damn name.
Countered again.
Damn it. And there we go, mage combat in a nutshell. What do you say?
And now what? I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Mind you, this supposes that Zankiri just does nothing on his turn because he wants to see what you're going to do once your main plan failed. Just didn't bother casting anything. I wonder what he's going to do next. Counter spell. What's next?
Devolved to barbarism, bear claw.
Well, I suppose it's technically possible that you could.
Is there anything worth off besides the eyes?
Oh God! Going from counterspell to shield.
Please, before I forget, before the time passes. But he said devolve to barbarism and bear claw. I instantly thought of the fucking bear in Tekken, and Zakiri's in the monk body, and they just start fucking the shit on each other.
He's dead. Look at him.
With
third-party Shane. Oh my god.
I will say your DM does not have an encyclopedic knowledge of everything that lives in the Underdark.
Yeah. Because
there is a stone mask.
Uh-oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
As Sunkir was saying,
It's technically possible you might convince it or get it to resurrect for you. However, generally speaking, most creatures of suspicion and paranoia, especially something like a beholder, aren't going to let something resurrected that it's not pre-planned for, considering, well, there are a lot worse things than being dead.
You know what?
Like, we
Fair
could be
enough.
farmed.
Look, we've all watched Overlord. Maybe. But yeah, I get it. I'm saying my plan is I looked into general aspects of lettercamancy, and I was looking into chimera bullshit down the line. That's what I'm getting around.
You do see that. I was not joking about that stone mask, by the way, Karen. It looks to be the ripped off, like, stone petrified face of something that looks like a regular human woman.
Fuck it. What? I walk over there. What is it?
Remnants of a creature that we were running from.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for sale. And he takes it off the counter and puts it on the table.
Do I recognize it?
Give me a
At
nature
all?
check. Or
Nature check?
religion. Or give me a religion or arcana check.
What a choice. Religion. Oh, hang on. No, religion's better. Doink. 12. Like, what the fuck?
It does look vaguely like the features on it are very symmetrical, not like a normal person. It has this almost angelic look to it. It just looks too perfect of a person. Like somebody sculpted out of stone the face of someone rather than petrifying it.
You said it wasn't for sale.
Yeah.
You're sure?
You making an offer?
That depends on the creature's type. I'm considering it.
What's your offer? And I'll let you know.
Got a couple items here for barter. Maybe surplus. Let's see here. Harry doesn't have a lot of items. He spent it on other shit. None of them are particularly rare too. God damn it. I don't have the marble elephant anymore. I mean, I could start with about 2,400 gold. See where we can go up from there. I'm only marginally curious.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, goody! My other good stat. Persuasion. No. Thank you. Avada 7. Do I have a card?
If you do, now's the time to use it.
Nope. Strength and Dex. Don't worry about it.
He says, 24 is okay, but this was.
If you want me to hand you a charisma card.
Don't worry about it. This is just some side shit.
Okay.
We use a card on side shit to get you laid at the beginning of the campaign, buddy.
Damn.
That's. So, do you want to spend the card or not? Because I need to know how the NPC responds.
If you want to, Silver, I will not stop you.
I mean, does anyone else have a charisma card? Don't want to ruin the Infinity Stone system we have.
Nope.
Not to. I'll let you decide.
Use it if you want to. Next time we get cards, we get like 5 cards, so
Yeah.
or 6 cards because there are 6 of us.
I'll let you have some fun with yours.
All right.
Charisma check 24.
Silver, I owe you one.
He looks at you and says, I'll give it to you for 24.
Sounds good. And I'll plop 240 platinum on his desk.
Just a little buyer beware warning. I wouldn't put it on. It's a little chilling to look through its eyes.
I've rejected my human. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
that statement does imply that he has put it on before.
Mm-hmm.
How's
I
you doing
look at his
business?
I look in his eyes. Does he look like a vampire?
Give me an insight check.
I want advantage. I've seen vampires.
That's fair. You can have it. You don't see any signs of vampirism.
Okay. I had to ask. It was legally required.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right, Karen, you are now in the possession of an angelic stone mask. Staring it directly in the eyes triggers the feeling like you're being watched, like there's something in the dark looking at you.
See, I'm moderately
Zankiri
smarter
in the
than I
corner.
was the other day.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna ask someone to identify this before I even do anything else with it. Was it Silver?
Silver has identify.
Silver, could you?
I don't
look at
have
this
it set
prepared.
right now.
Zankiri then.
ritual.
He has to have it prepared.
Oh. What was Zankiri doing? Some I feel like I'm already taking a lot of time.
Zankiri was gonna buy some of those Styx bombs and inquire about some smoke powder. These guys have firearms.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They can sell you
Whoever,
some sacks
yeah.
of it.
Whoever identifies it, if you can,
And he can both
I'll
identify it and ritually.
yeah. If you could, just I don't want to take up
You will
much
do
time.
so.
Thank you.
Okay. That'll take 10 minutes, or if you just spend the charge.
10 minutes. No point in using a spell slot if I don't have to. Come
And
here.
you have the
Yeah.
material component?
Come here. Yes. Come here. Come here.
Now is he calling his dog or his kid?
Who knows?
I'm talking to Taco.
Taco!
Come here, give me your taco.
Where's
Damn.
Burrito?
I've
Oh,
showed
burrito.
you guys pictures of Taco and Burrito, haven't I?
Oh, I thought you were actually calling an actual taco to you. Like,
No.
having somebody bring
The
you a
dog's-
taco.
That's
Dog's
my
name
power.
is Taco.
Nice.
My power.
So the identify will. Let me do what Zankiri, you wanted to buy some of those charges,
Mhm.
yes?
Yeah.
They were 3K a piece. How many did you want? They have about 20.
These are the Styx bombs, yeah.
Oh,
Is that
And
Taco?
how much for the kegs of smoke powder?
For a keg of smoke powder, oof.
It's an uncommon magic item.
Call it-
in the air.
If you're how many are you buying on the Styx bombs? Because he might cut you a little bit of a deal. It's going to be between 400 and 500 for the smoke powder.
Look at that thick boy.
Did they had 20?
Girl.
It was 20 times 3,000.
60,000?
60,000. How much money do I have? Because I did just spend a shit ton of money copying spells.
I
Where are
have
you?
25,000 on me. If anyone needs money,
I've already foisted a dongle on you.
I've got
Yeah.
20K on me.
I'm just poor.
Okay. While Zankiri's tallying, Andaro, what you identified as is the separated face from a weeping angel.
Jesus Christ, you bastard.
Does she know what a weeping angel is?
Yes. Well, so you get it with the identify. There's a creature out there that is a statue missing a face. Whenever you don't look at it, it moves very fast towards you.
She is going once she figures out what it is, she's going to literally like revolt from it and toss it back at Karn. Keep that fucking thing away from me.
What the fuck is it?
It's a weeping angel's face.
Okay, roll me a religion check at advantage.
What the fuck's a weeping angel? Religion. Oh shit!
An alternate punishment for fallen angels. Rather than becoming devils, bound to the material plane, to spend an eternity in torment. They do not die, traditionally.
Do they function like in your fucking show?
There's probably one out there right now looking for its face.
But it can't see its face.
It might be
Yeah,
able
but
to
it
see
can-
through its face.
It can see
That's
me,
all.
though.
I hate
Great.
it.
I have something to try, but I'll deal with it. I'll deal with that in a bit. I've already taken a lot of time. I'll message you, Connor, so you can think about it.
You do take a haunting look back at the merchant who you knew put on this face.
He's first.
So, Zunkiri, did you figure out how many you wanted to buy?
Yeah, I'll buy 10 of them.
Okay. $4.50 for the smoke powder.
Wipe that out. Bye-bye, all of my gems.
Bye-bye! I'll get you the hard mechanics on these when I find that handout that I wrote this in. But one of the added effects is that if you kill somebody with this, their soul will go down the river Styx regardless of their normal alignment.
Oh, so it's like an infernal weapon.
Yes. But instead of the hells, it's like straight to Hades.
Okay.
Well, quote unquote straight to. They have to like wait in line. Little cosmology thing. There are a lot of souls that are in the Styx just waiting to get to their afterlife. These people will probably just be thrown into a very, very long time, if not an eternity, of waiting in a DMV line just to be.
I cast DMV.
That's funny because that's how Crowley revamps the fucking hells in Supernatural.
Amazing.
Yeah. What happens when they get to the start of the line? I don't know. They just go to the back.
Oh no.
And then for the smoke.
So they forgot a form and sent them to the back.
Let's see.
And that's no longer the correct form. Sorry, get to the back.
We updated our forms while you were in line.
You didn't grab a ticket?
You lost your ticket? The ticket was made of tissue paper and it's raining. It's not my fault. You
That's
couldn't take
not
care of it.
my problem.
I'll
Back
take
to the
five.
line.
I'll take 5 kegs of smoke powder.
Okay. You are easily able to load up.
Actually, you guys okay with me spending a bit of the party funds?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got no problem.
I don't know how much party funds we have.
A lot.
50,000.
Oh.
Well,
I can
50
almost make a shield guardian for the damn castle with that.
I say smoke if you got them.
Okay, in that case, I'll buy 10.
Okay.
At this point, we're richer than the governess.
Not wrong. Especially since she spent all her money on that big ritual and now she's in a war.
Noob.
Zealot.
She could never be Tristan's character in Final Fantasy XIV.
Cool.
I don't know about that.
Don't you have like 17 million gil?
25.
Yeah.
Said, don't underestimate me.
No shit. Mr. Big Dick over there just whipped it out and plopped it on the table. 25, thank you very much.
Because he knows how to save it.
Yeah.
That, and he owns a house too. Jesus. No, that's the thing. Tristan doesn't know how to save it. He knows how to make it.
No, it's mainly saving because I'm just... What I'm making is just a few... 20, 30Ks, but it builds up over time.
So, Morgana, was there anything you were looking for?
Jesus Christ, Connor.
Big funky cannon.
Give me an investigation check. We'll talk later, Pyro.
Yep.
What?
Investigation. I'm real good at these ones, baby.
I can do two things.
Yeah.
I can
11
either try
again.
and eat the mask or something else.
No. This can only end in tears, one way or another.
Hey, does that mask count as flesh?
It's stone, I think.
I'd say yes.
Cool.
All right, Jake.
Oh, it's kind of frightening whenever Fergus says "cool."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna make a clone of that.
An army of them. Just. Let me find what I'm looking for, Shane. Give me one
Absolute worst
second.
case, I shove it in my gut and let them in Thamothorax have it out.
Feed it to the donkey.
No, I will not.
Donkey just standing still in the middle of the night. You blink and he's 20 feet closer.
No.
I will point out, Aaron, you have the scry spell and a piece of the creature.
I do.
Where is this?
Now, can it not move while we're looking at its face, or do we?
Hmm.
I wouldn't think too hard about it until it shows up.
Yeah, this is what's going to be talked about later on when me and Connor are dicking around. It was just I presented him with an idea of mine, and he said, "Oh, or you could eat it." Like, well,
No.
Morgana,
mine was much less dangerous.
you spot an energy rifle. And you see there is an opaque like a blackout glass case with something definitely higher tier that is not an open display if you want to try and convince this merchant to show it to you.
Well, the energy rifle first, because I'm interested.
Yep, there it is.
Okay. It is 1,400 gold.
100.
Oh, we went.
Only 1,400?
Damn,
Yeah.
Discord, you're really trying to kill me with that.
The ammunition is 500 apiece.
There it is.
Yeah,
Like, every once in a while, it'll switch to from 41
Like
ms to
shooting
like
tungsten
5,000.
rods?
Oh no.
They are small electrite flecks in a canister.
It's a needler!
Ow.
It's a splinter rifle.
Does 3d8 radiant damage.
Damn.
That 500 gold gives you the 30 shots. And then you have to load another.
So every 500 gold is 30 shots.
Yes. FYI, what I went to go search for was what I have for next campaign. Yeah, I just went and just a FYI that they'll be like in play for next campaign. I forget that list I said when I was like, "You have any guns or anything you all want?" Me. And then energy cell.
Would it be possible to have Kristen and Zankiri integrate this energy rifle into me like Lady Nagant from fucking Hero Academia?
So incredibly possible.
I shall consider this. Now I'll try to get the case.
I have a meme idea. Hold on a second. How many does this take? 10. Okay. How much for 10 pistols?
Brace of pistols.
Just regular pistols or laser pistols?
Yeah, just regular pistols.
250 gold each times 10, 2,500. No, wait.
Okay, guys, hear me out. Pistols, animate objects.
Wait.
I thought you were arming the Skelly boys.
No.
Rattle them, boys!
Bow, 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 bow.
No. I was gonna make it.
Go
Now
ahead.
he's dead on the floor.
Go on. Good job.
I was gonna make it every anti-2A person's nightmare. The gun actually does shoot itself.
Oh no. So he
Guns
turns
don't
into
kill people. People kill. No,
Observe.
this one kills people. It's like barking down the barrel.
So what I'm hearing is he turns himself into a sage.
Valkyrie would make sentient, like infernal iron guns with a demon soul bound to it. It's like, no, this gun will kill people on its own.
Just a chaos dwarf. Like, what if I just turn this into a demon cat?
So Morgana, you can roll me persuasion if you, or give me the pitch, and I'll tell you what check to roll for it.
The pitch to get him to show me the case.
What's in it? Yeah, probably persuasion, but I see a couple of other intimidation possibly. I want to see how Morgana comes at it.
Ah, shit.
Here we go again.
If you're letting me talk, it's probably gonna end up being intimidation.
I'm accepting that. And unlike some DMs, I don't think intimidation is an immediate. If you fail, the guards are called. You can still fail an intimidation check, and they just aren't intimidated.
All right. Then Morgana, well, at first, just point to the case. He's buying the 10 pistols. I can't wait to see Pistol Legion.
We'll say it's the same merchant, by the way. So Zonkiri's greased the wheels for you a little bit with his purchase.
He so much thinks the smoke powder's for the pistols.
Oh, he does. He's like, damn, that's a lot of powder. I don't think he knows how much goes in them. Well, it's his fingers. They're not his fingers. He's using them.
Never been. She'll point to the case. What do you have within there?
I think it's a little out of your price range. It's reserved for a client of mine who's yet to appear. Don't worry about it.
He said it's out of my price range, did he?
It's just +1.
I can't wait for Morgana to pour every coin she has on the counter. Is this enough?
It's just adamantine.
Inside is the adamantine +1 plate. Little does he know. If he doesn't buy it, it's there. But if he does buy it, I change the item.
He's on some of that paradox shit.
Monty Hall is the name of the merchant. Monty's Hall.
She'll step back. She'll raise up her hands, and the chainsaws will come out, not murdery. They'll just come out, and she'll basically face them towards him. Do you see these?
Yeah, my eyes work in the dark. As he sees you kind of squinting a little.
Let's test if your brain works in the dark. These are made out of an ancient dragon's wretched bones, and its own creation that I broke into my very being, consumed.
Ooh.
I bend it to my very will, and this is only one of my useful tools. She'll turn over her shoulder, looking at the rest of them, and I'm just one. Now tell me, do you believe that it is outside of my price range now?
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, come on. That deserves advantage. That was metal as shit.
It was, but if I gave everybody advantage for having a good role play, you all would have constant advantage.
That's the point. Oh! -2 moment. My charisma shines.
Hang on. Oh, yep, go ahead.
Hold on. I was saving this for after the RP. I do have something I was going to do that might help.
Okay.
So I might have been considering causing a bit of chaos here to try to steal some of this money back.
I was waiting for it.
So you know I have subtle spell, yes?
Uh-huh.
I also have this.
Oh, fun.
Uh-huh.
I wondered why the illusory dragon got mentioned earlier.
Well, Illusion Dragon got mentioned earlier because I was talking about Donkey.
Oh, that's kind of funny though.
Oh,
I assume he looped you into the plan and somebody let slip.
Oh, that was a while back.
No. So I was considering having the illusory dragon crash this market and get up to some shit while the chaos was happening.
Mm-hmm.
However, as Morgana's saying this, if Zankiri's overhearing it, he is more than 100% willing to just have the dragon land behind her and just like have it like gently nudge her on the cheek, like "Hello there, friend."
I will absolutely allow that, especially because it's somatic. That'll give her advantage easily.
Oh, so when he rolled...
when he uses the help action by expending an 8th level spell, yeah.
Yeah. I cast Sunburst and blind all the gnomes.
I will also say it drops the DC considerably.
I cast Sunburst and flashbang the gnomes.
I'm imagining like the ghost of Zyrteth is what you drop behind her, as he mentions, like the very bones I bound to myself.
Zankiri just the dragon just like drops out of the darkness, shining with the same light as the scales and bones on the sword behind her. And Morgana, you just hear oh god, how would he tell her?
Or just don't. Maybe she'll just roll with it.
I was gonna say Zankiri would just say, "Oh, hello there," but he'd do that even if it was a real dragon attacking us.
Solid of scale you might be!
You know what? No, he'll see how Morgana reacts to it. Just he'll land the dragon behind her, and just have it like gently nudge her.
Morgana, you feel a nudge and you see. I'm assuming, is it the Zyrteth ghost or a random dragon?
Yeah. Considering he needs Morgana to kind of recognize it, he'd have it look like Zyrteth.
Morgana, you see the ghost of Zyrteth behind you as you make this "I absorbed him" comment. How do you respond?
As the ghost is nudging up against her, she'll like set her arm like on top of its head, like petting it, and then she'll stretch out her wings.
On the like scintillating sapphire wings you have bound in, stretch out for a second.
Now, which client would you like to satisfy?
Roll me that second intimidation to make your advantage.
Oh, that was better by a single point. That's
so
great.
an 8 raised to a 9.
Nice.
If anybody has a joker or a straight number,
Oh god, I can't be that unlucky.
If I'm nearby, I'll give him my
Flash of Genius.
All you gotta do is flex in the
Genius.
background because she already mentioned the party. She already like motioned to them.
I'll give him a little nudging item that makes her even more intimidating.
It crosses the 10 threshold.
Thank fucking god! I would have killed myself. I failed that after all of that.
Okay, in an alternate timeline, for a moment, you do all that, and he looks at you and goes,
Oh fuck! Why didn't I have her re-roll it with my eyes?
"We're doing it live."
I mean, his is a multi-resource, which is like, what, twice a day?
Well, you all are here for the day because you popped out of the ring anyway.
Right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Just in an alternate timeline, this dude looks at you, do the most intimidating shit, and goes, "Eh."
need worse.
Oh my god, his eyes just drop. She looks at the dragon. Okay, just steal it. Just the dragon fucking starts going crazy.
Just like foxy jump scare, just rah. He unlocks the cabinet, slides the glass, and pulls out this long rifle. And you see, like, in the chamber, there is like the darkest color of black you've ever seen.
wrong. Zonkiri's right there. I've seen the shadow puppet.
It's on par with that then, as he pulls out a an antimatter rifle. Copy. As he places it on the counter, you see a custom scope on it.
I want that one in my arm. Effective immediately.
Antimatter rifle plus
Effective immediately.
500 gold for 2 shots.
500 gold for 2 shots.
Yep. That do 68 necrotic each. If you integrate it in you, I will let you use your strength to roll it.
God damn! I want this thing.
Turn it from a rifle into a mortar.
Kinda. Shade's never wanted an item more in his life than right now, I think.
Chain blades were first.
That's fair. God, antimatter chain blades.
Oh. You shouldn't have said that.
I want your money, of course I said that.
We'll figure that out in the future.
Do you have the money gold for that?
I do have the money gold for that. It's only a +1 for 68. Jesus Christ. That thing is on the road to greatness. All right. Give me that motherfucker. If it's integrated in me, it still takes this fuel, or can I have it do charges a day or something? Or is this
That'll be depending on how well they install it in you.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna want some of those bullets because it shoots fucking antimatter.
Man's gonna be feeling bit by Megatron by the end of this.
I want that fucking rifle.
Jeez.
I just realized something hilarious.
What's up?
Everyone's getting better rifles than my Topaz.
Buddy.
Did you want to look for any modifications that you could put on your gun to make it stronger?
Also, Silver, this one is connected directly to my bank account. So
that's actually what it fires. Every time he fires it, his social credit goes down. His credit score goes down.
Can we link it to Tristan's Gil account?
Also, your Topaz Annihilator can cast Disintegrate.
Yeah.
Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
You can have an antimatter setting on if we pop off with antimatter integration.
Disintegrate.
And you
two
can
sides
have
of the same
antimatter ammo.
With it's disintegrate. If I use my all-purpose tool, it has a check, DC check of a DC 20 check.
Yeah.
So I guess it's pretty good.
It's moderately okay. And also,
All right,
just anything you shoot with it that's reduced to 0 HP is disintegrated.
Also,
And it also doesn't waste ammo, so
That's pretty good.
Something I just realized about the antimatter rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the damage type it deals.
Necrotic. Nothing to Zunkiri.
that's, I mean,
So there's a
same with
reason
my
for that.
Topaz.
As you
Why
look
is
at this,
Zunkiri
Morgana,
necrotic
the
gun?
fuel is converted into a tiny planar rift that opens a small hole to the negative energy plane and slingshots it.
Oh my god.
I have a pressure cannon of the negative energy plane.
Yes.
You have a potato gun and you shove in negative energy bullets.
So you're over here licking the battery cell.
You already have a railgun from the negative energy plane.
Little.
Yeah.
Oh
Is
no.
that JoJo's reference?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a JoJo reference.
It is a JoJo's.
It's a JoJo reference.
Thank you.
It is the entire reason I have never watched the show.
Good. Suffer.
Funnily enough.
Little. Yep.
Right,
Go ahead.
right, right.
We're done.
So how many?
Your brand.
Four. So those energy cells, as a little rule update, they're the same kind that would go in the other one, They're just little flecks of electrite in canisters. It's just this uses more of it, and you can't unload it. Once it's in, it's in. Taking it out just makes an empty cartridge. So, you buy that. Well, I guess I'll have a very disappointed customer here soon, but I'm sure I'll have something else for him.
Dragon flies away.
You see the bead of sweat on his forehead. There is a monogram on the rifle.
Monogram?
Shane, you recognize this acronym.
Me, yes. Of course, that wench is up to shit like this.
What,
Is
it's
Rango's
BFG?
fucking rifle?
Area.
This very clearly fell off the back of a truck somewhere.
And now it's in my fucking possession. Yes. Which means Freywick might have some more.
Oh god.
Yes.
Antimatter Gatling gun strapped to Morgana.
Oh no.
Bring me war.
No, I just realized something.
What?
What?
Silver, what's the range on your Topaz Annihilator? Because your thing.
Let's see. Topaz. Well, I believe it's 300.
Oof.
Is that just for the shot, or does that go for the disintegrate too?
I don't know actually. If it makes me cast disintegrate, not really.
Okay.
But the shots he fires at that 300 range still will disintegrate something if it drops to 0 HP.
Yeah.
Okay, because
So-
I was just remembering. We're going up against Freywick, probably. They have a bunch of, like, mech shit, right?
Yeah.
Rockets.
Theoretically, those would be powered by something, right?
Oh no.
And we know they're not magic,
Mhm.
because they hate,
Or
arcane
be for
shit.
them to be hypocrites.
They're walking around with nuclear reactors.
If they're powered by electrolyte and Silver's over here thread needles of disintegrating energy into power cells.
Oh. So what I'm seeing here is the Bavers.
Shooting bombs, huh?
You guys remember the end of the first Kingsman movie? Just the...
Oh yeah.
Just Lee hitting dubs. Drill.
one shot. Just chain them. Again, there's a reason the governess wants you all to join her side.
As soon as she gives into the demands, we're going to win the war for her.
Yeah. If she gives in.
Well,
Hey, that just we can move the rock. We don't have to save
The
her.
war is hers to lose.
Yep. But then it's
Silver
ours to
taught
win.
me how to use firearms, so I can use this thing perfectly. Yes.
I just imagine Morgana's
Oh.
petting the gun.
I didn't think she could smile that Zankiri, did you teach her to
I-
smile?
it now feels weird that I taught her how to use firearms.
So realistically, Silver, how much of what's about to happen your fault?
I give it 30%. It's
Good, close enough. Well, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the Weirdos. You're finally a member.
Maybe it's first war crime. You'll be making biomonstrosities just like me in no time.
I just thought of something really petty.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up?
Imagine she says no, loses, and then immediately after she loses and has to go into hiding, we win the war anyway.
Well,
Eh.
there'll be a power vacuum.
There is a considerable non-zero chance of that happening, Zangiri.
Some petty shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, we just raid her library anyway and steal her shit. That's the
Ironically, you wanted something to hold over her. I won your war single-handedly, and I wasn't even trying.
You want Moonwatch back?
Oh,
I think she'd just kill herself at that point.
she can't.
You can't.
She's forced to continue.
We could force her to be the governor.
Don Carey did say he'd put her in a 1,000-year reign if she wanted.
A 1,000-year voyage? Definitely.
Just her clawing at the side of her cell, which is the governor's building. Just, please let me out. I can't. Sorry, I told you you'd have it. Now, enjoy bureaucracy. I've recreated the U.S. Congress, and you have to sit in on all their hearings.
No. He created the UN.
That's worse.
Scratching intensifies. Please, I'll be a bum. Just let me out.
You can talk to Murphy all day.
What do you think the party mascot is?
Donkey, no!
Oh lord.
Wow.
So, was there anything else you all wanted to
All
look
you need is an elephant.
I have a marble elephant. We just need to awaken it.
for?
Well,
Yeah.
Catherine has it.
So, Silver, was there anything you wanted to look for?
I wanted to... You know what? I've only upgraded my armor. I'll look around at the armor, see if there's anything special.
Is there anything you're looking for particularly? And what do you have currently? Remind me.
A normal half plate.
Non-magical, just regular half plate, but enchanted by your infusion.
Yep. I've had it since the beginning of the campaign.
Okay.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's looking a little rough. He's done maintenance, but like it's there's some worn
Is it
work
like
boots.
a ship, like a ship of Odysseus type of deal?
Ship of Theseus. But yeah.
Theseus, sorry. Brain rotting right now, looking at his dumb shit.
Ship of Odysseus is what Morgana's enemies are going to look like when she gets that rifle.
You know what? That's fair. That's it.
It gets destroyed by Zeus at one point. Okay. Hang on, I'm having a minor nosebleed. I had one earlier, but I've left hard enough and it's hot enough in my room and it's started back up. Can we take a little 15-minute break so I can cool off and staunch this?
Please.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'll be back.
That's been wacky. I love it.
And I'll have a viable ranged option.
Silver use medium armor.
I use medium. I could always use heavy if I want to.
We can grab a
If I
snack.
need to. So...
That was the most I could have got on that ticket.
Where is it? I remember last campaign giving my players, or one of my players, a really cool piece of armor that I think you would like, but I forget what it's called. Is it brass? No. Bronze.
This shitty ticket. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Good.
Oh yeah, here it is. Molten bronze skin. This magical armor appears as a jug of molten bronze. When you attune to it, the bronze adheres and contours to your skin. The armor can be worn under normal clothes, but doesn't impede bodily functions. Once you put it on, it can't be removed unless you choose so. While wearing this armor, you have resistance to fire damage. If heavy armor, the armor also does not impose disadvantage on stealth checks. So you like literally have like liquid metal armor.
I have returned with a snack.
Welcome back with a snack.
Let's see, where are you? There you go.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Interesting armor.
Yeah, gave it to one of my players who was playing a ancient paladin. And it helped them disguise the fact that one of their arms was made of plants.
Oh.
They were traveling through the Underdark inside the mountains and got attacked by a bunch of measles, and the character got knocked out, and the measles took it and ran. And by the time they found the paladin in the dark, the measles was eating his arm. So they rescued him, and they did the worst thing you could possibly do to a measle. And then they spent like a little bit of downtime tracking down a plant that had like a necrotic ability to it, and had a friendly necromancer turn the like mobile plant into an arm tendril that could weave itself together into like a functioning arm and hand for him. And then he used the molten bronze to kind of cover himself and cover his plant arm to make it look like he wasn't part plant.
Nice.
I forget which book, but there's also just straight up power armor in one of the books.
Yeah, the legendary powered armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was looking at it. Pretty much doing what I'm doing with my arcane armor right now, so I could pretty much reduce infusion slots. I mean, infusion slots and attunement slots.
I don't know what that music going off. Didn't realize that it changed songs. There's gate under that music. It's only 3 minutes.
Welcome back.
Cool.
Just noticed I can spam extremes to get the gear and the chest, open it as a paladin to get 2 items, and then level up all my desynth that way.
Profit.
Yes.
Who's live streaming? Oh, 14.
I sold a couple of things on one of my retainers, and it's now got a $250,000 on them.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
My roommate had some friends over, and Penny was very excited to see some other people. So if she's a little more restless now that I've taken her back in my room and closed the door, just fair warning. She's in the mood to play now.
Chaos. I crave chaos.
But on the upside, my roommate made too much pasta, so when it finishes cooking, I'm gonna have dinner.
Hell yeah.
So that's a plus.
Nice.
Although, it's good, but like, it's very weird flavor-wise because like I have the taste on the front half, and then it fades to like nothing.
Interesting.
Well,
Don't know what that means.
Ghostbuster.
Like strong flavor at the beginning, and then it just wanes. I'm used to food that like stays the same level of taste.
Ghostbuster.
What kind of pasta is it?
Indian. I don't know.
Oh.
Chili flakes, heavy whipping cream, parsley, Italian seasoning. I think some cheese is thrown in there to help bind the sauce. But anyway, I know which armor they have to offer now. I was looking at it in the shower. Took a
Very
push. You see a it doesn't say what kind of armor it is on this.
That means it can be any kind.
It says heavy, so
It's any heavy armor.
halfway to heavy armor, right?
No, it's medium.
Let me look up heavy armors real quick.
Splint, chain.
Flint chain
Or
or
no.
plate.
No, ring, chain,
Chain.
splint, and then plate.
It is splint mail. Splint armor. But you see a series of gears and cogs on it. This is. Oh, you're cutting out really bad. Nope, no, it's me. The problem. Me am problem. 5,000 ping.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is happening?
Avoid cometh!
I don't know.
Avoid cometh!
What the
I don't know what I sounded like.
Did Discord have a hiccup?
It did.
Milton!
I
didn't have a hiccup. That was fucking stroke.
I had 5,000 ping for a second.
Same. That's happened to me all night.
Get it away from me, Caleb. I don't know what monkey's paw you wished on that you had internet as good as your friends. Take it back. Now.
No. Feel my pain.
A counterpoint. It will interrupt D&D, and the others will get you before I do.
Then have the elder
I'm
one
already
fucking
there.
have the elder one fix it.
Just
Leave me out of
did.
it. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Who do you think's holding the connection tight? Where did I cut out?
You were describing the kind of armor.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything after you
It
were
is-
asking it what
It
kind
is-
of heavy. What was heavy?
Oh, good. This is clockwork armor, and it is splint mail. Clockwork armor is heavy armor with gears and interlocking cogs on the outside, attuned to the orderly magic of Mechanus. The armor has 4 charges. If you make a d20 roll while wearing this armor, you can expend 1 charge to change the number rolled to a 10. The armor regains a d4 charges at dawn. So you can essentially... Shane yearns for a...
No, that's not why. Pyro, please check the Excordia.
I see it. I see it. I have to not to comment.
What's signed a mist?
It's the name of the character in my Friday game that Mason plays. Pyro has a yearning hatred for that man. And he has that armor.
Voidling bitch ass.
And the lucky feet.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke that Mason's character was punishing us for getting to play D&D when he can't.
but essentially 4 charges that you can roll, change any roll you make to a 10. You can do that after you see the roll, but before you know the result. So if you roll a 2, you decide, actually I'd rather that be a 10 plus my passive, or plus my modifier. And I will say,
10 plus my modifier, then add in a flash of genius just in case.
because it does not take your reaction to spend this charge. So you have a pretty strong, I just want to succeed this check ability. And I will say, for free, your Artificer mind goes to work on thinking how to integrate that charge ability to your Flash of Genius to be able to give this effect to people near you. Really
And
upping
you
that
said what
off-support roll.
It was what?
Splint Mail,
Splint.
17 AC.
Yeah. I'd lose 1 AC.
What?
What?
How?
I have half plate 15. I have medium armor mastery, which means I can do plus max 3 dex modifier, so that's 3, 15, 18, plus my enhanced defense, that's a plus 2. 18.
Let me give you one more freebie. You have a lot of wizards and archaeomancy people in your party. If you want to move this magic item to something else, you have expendable souls to make it happen.
Jesus. You really make it the only good character here? Trash.
Who, me? Try and make some sort of point about the party becoming overarchingly evil? Never. I would never be queuing that up for an NPC to mention later on. How dare you insinuate that? So the soul is silver. Or the heart gold, whichever you want to.
And yourself.
I realized after I said it, I couldn't leave out my my home gal ho ho. Oh yeah, the price.
Basic slut.
It is a very rare magic item, so it is going to be very pricey. Can you roll me a d4 plus 1?
I offer you the rest of my currency.
Yeah.
So do I. I only have 50 gold.
I have 3,300.
Silver looking at a piece of armor. Ooh. It's going to be 40,000 gold pieces.
Damn.
Damn.
Is silver?
Uh-oh.
What's your attack bonus?
Bum, 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 bum,
My
bum.
attack bonus
Are you
with my
ready?
Topaz Annihilator, with or without Sharpshooter.
With sharpshooter.
Plus 6.
So you'd have a guaranteed hit on anything with an AC of 16 or below.
I hope you're satisfied.
Using sharpshooter.
4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've been recently fighting things with 20s.
Well.
And you get that one wizard.
Do no shield.
To be fair, the things you were fighting that had this crazy IC were like Githyanki, which are known for being stronger than they're supposed to be. Githyanki Raiders, Illithid in the same sort of vein, like they're upscale. Like the zombies you all fought in the Grove, there was a lot of them. You all were able to ice. No pun intended. Because of their AC.
I'm going to add a laugh track. Just for you.
Why?
So that next time he mentions Ho-Oh, I can ruin him.
Like trying to see the advantages and disadvantages of this. I lose my stealth advantage. I lose 1 AC for the time being. Unless I sell my soul to get to change it. Even still, I still lose the disadvantage because the enchantment is only for heavy armors.
Now,
There are heavy armors that don't impose.
No, they all impose disadvantage.
Oh, never mind.
I'll just casually throw this in there, Silver. Connor has figured out that he doesn't target you, and he's starting to. And this is his first shot in making you easier to kill.
You know?
Are you implying I'm putting bait in front of him?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's got a point.
I am offended. This is a good buff he could purchase.
Hey,
Post
Connor,
on
what
Twitter.
kind of armor did you say this was?
Splint.
Blint.
Hey, just to let you know, man, I have adamantine splint too.
Hang on.
I mean,
Give it to Morgana. She's been crying about that forever.
I cannot wear heavy armor, you jackass.
Not my problem. Cry about it.
and what are you wearing? I know you're wearing adamantine.
Nothing at all.
Half
Take it
plate,
all.
adamantine half plate. Which, if you want it, you can take it.
I am
It's
good.
medium armor.
You won't give me +1 anyway.
He's never gonna let me get 20 AC, so
I mean, adamantine plus adamantine half plate would be just me not getting crits.
Yes.
which would
Crit.
might save your life sometime.
You would probably need it more
He's also
since
gonna
you're
put
front line.
That is true that I would get hit more.
Connor wins either way.
Well, he mentioned archaeomancy and stuff, and taking this enchantment and putting in something else. I have a pretty decent medium armor that could be the host of that if he wanted it.
Clockwork enchantment seems to be for
Or make
heavy
for
armor.
heavy.
And plus, I'm already using all my attunement slots.
Hmm.
All 5 attunement slots.
Fucking flex on me more, why don't you?
Artificer.
Artificer gaming.
We can hear you that you're saying something, just not what it is.
He's talking to his dog.
Oh.
Alright, I'm sorry, my roommate let me know that the pasta he was making was done, and me
Oh,
hungry,
okay.
and it was hot. So,
Oh wait, what kind of armor are you wearing right now? Just regular half plate?
Yes, regular half plate.
He's been sunning us in regular drip this entire time.
Okay, so plus one breastplate wouldn't help you.
Not really.
Mm.
Plus, I don't think he would allow me to double enchant infusion.
Why not? He lets everybody but Shane do it.
he has a point.
Yeah. And you're not Shane, so you're good.
Check your ID, it says not
Yeah,
Shane.
look,
By the way, Shane, the price for the adamantine, your +1 went up. Inflation.
Well, good
yeah.
thing I'm already poor.
So yeah, it requires an attunement, which means, and I have already have all 5 attunement slots taken up. It
I mean, if you
does
don't
one
want
less
it, man, don't buy
damage.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is bait
I'm
at the highest order.
I'm just trying to see all the downsides of this armor.
Well, what are you attuned to?
Let's see. Hill Giant's belt, winged boots, all-purpose tools, ring of free action, and my Topaz Annihilator.
You're not that
Those all
far-
seem very important.
You're not that far off from your 6th thought, though, are you?
2 levels?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if we're making another 3 levels, brother.
Yeah.
You can make
That's
an argument
what
for
I'll bet.
2, but 3.
That's
Is it
when
3?
worst gets on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the campaign will be ending around the time you get 9th.
So
Yeah,
what's up, man?
18th, so yeah, 3 levels, so I... Probably not this armor, sadly.
Yeah.
No.
No dice?
No dice on the clockwork.
Alright, then. If you're not gonna buy anything, move on.
All right, Crowbeak.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
don't let Keith David offer you any deals.
Yeah.
The mask comes
Yeah.
off. It's Crowbeak. It's been Crowbeak all along. At every stall.
I was about to say every.
You know what?
fucking-
I could believe Krobik stole that from Mechanist itself.
Well, you will have seen her
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
They won't notice I'm missing gear or 10.
As long as I spread out where I take them from.
Don't worry, the inevitables only are inevitable.
Meanwhile, some angel now only able to turn left. Why is this happening?
They all talk like
Okay, who took
early
my
campaign
face?
Morgana. I'm symmetrical. No!
But yeah, can't do that armor.
That is the only one he has.
Fair enough.
Are you sure you didn't want it?
Connor.
I'll mark it down to 3,500.
Connor.
3,500. Take that deal. You fucked up the number.
That's a hell of a deal.
Wait, 35,000. Excuse me.
It's too late.
Too late.
You bought it.
Verbal contract, DM.
God of the Universe, Gift of Gab. He says it correctly.
What?
Bastard.
I see no gift.
Yeah.
Nor cap.
Joking, Fergus. Casting.
Only bait.
Thank you for noticing, Connor.
Step God forever and always.
Anyway,
Yeah, huh?
you all
Yeah.
make your way back to the bike.
No.
What do you do, Liv?
Does he have bracers of defense?
What's this monkey speak of? Ah, fuck.
I am glad to see that you are investing in your survivability.
It will not work.
Exactly.
It only took 17 levels. Sorry, 15.
I was like, no.
Because we were talking about 9th levels.
It took 3/4 of the campaign, but
Roll
you know,
2d10,
like,
Liv.
Almost took most of that time to earn the money it would take to buy these.
Hey, Liv, roll 2d10.
You murdered a dragon.
Well,
Money.
12.
I don't
12,000
think I
gold
was
pieces.
there when you murdered the dragon.
12,000.
Okay, that is. I will slide over 1,200 platinum.
He accepts it.
Damn, why didn't we just murder these guys?
They would have.
Over actively aiming the disintegrator at the back of my head.
They would have.
I'm just giving
I
him. I'm like
guarantee.
slightly to help him line up the shot.
It's like a Skyrim merchant inventory. You don't have access to the chest behind the wall. You can't get anything.
Exactly.
Here's the thing, Shane. I just picture like Sigil, where all the like planar cities have to do something a little bit out of alignment to keep themselves from drifting off. Silver just has to make sure there's one time you guys don't do something horribly evil to avoid the whole party comp shifting to pure evil. It's like, we gotta let this one black market stay unmurdered. And the rest of them we can murder.
Glad that's his good deed. Protecting the black market.
You think you can convince
He's got
Zonkiri to
his
do something?
His priorities straight.
Listen, nudging Zonkiri towards the needle of good, that's not murdering a black market that's charging him a lot is a lot.
Hold on.
Okay.
You severely misunderstand Zonkiri's relationship with black markets if you think murdering them is the route he goes.
Well, yeah, because then it cuts off his supply.
Yeah. Black markets are where Zonkiri thrives.
He's denying.
You guys ever hear?
No, I haven't.
Discord took him. He let go of the thread for a second.
You guys ever hear?
Was it Puffin Forest who was talking about that campaign he played where that town only had a black market?
Yes, it was.
It's not really a black market anymore.
But I say it is.
Okay.
I've got my daily quota for arguing with Zinkiri. I'll need to throw smoke up there.
Said one smug line, and he's like, "That's enough. That's enough of my luck for my lifetime to go away."
That's
get one.
He's been building up the confidence for that all campaign. He's been sitting on it.
It's
That
progress.
came from deep within him. He's vindicated.
Yeah, I'm like,
He just kind of pats him on the head and smiles. He goes, "That was very clever of you." Grabs him by the throat. "Don't do it again."
Karen rubbing his neck, going, "I'm having mixed feelings right now." Anyway, that cursed thought implanted in all your heads.
I think if I choked out too much, I'm starting to like it.
Well, what do you think the bards wrote about you in that fanfic?
Probably some Baldur's Gate shit.
So I imagine we find a place to spend the night, and then tomorrow morning head toward
Morgana, roll me a D100. Anything below a 5, something's happened to your bike.
I will fucking eradicate every Sniff Neblin in a goddamn 20-mile radius if they did something to my bike.
A 1 to 4 is the only chance that anything happens. You'll probably not roll 2. Your bike's fine.
Apparently, the dice has at least fleeting care towards the Sniff Neblin species.
I think it was more along the one it has a vested interest in the next part of the plot and knows that we would just spend the next 2 sessions murdering everything.
Zunkiri, with your time eyes as you're walking back, you see a fork in the road. One where this town is burned to the ground, and Morgana's holding the head of about 30 sphere neblins. And one where you just leave peacefully. It catches you off guard. You're seeing like the multiple like a fly's eye, like fractal timelines for a second. Then you see like all of them converging to ruin. And then Morgana sees her bike's fine, and it passes.
"Aww,
It's a rock.
that's so fun."
It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
So you guys hear a little sphere neblin in the alley. Dang on, man, that bike's so cool. I could shove parts on that dang on bike.
Gnome Hauer?
Boom. Boom hour the Sniff Neblin.
I could tell I just murmuring to himself, pacing back and forth, looking at your bike.
Then he hears a little buzzing noise as he sees Eru floating over him.
Arrow
And then
fucking
as he
carries him
turns around, Morgana's standing there, eyes red.
I imagine he's like he's your nose to nose, staring at him.
Oh, could you imagine Morgana with like a Snibleflin jacket?
You see the alternate timeline.
It's shifting. No, wait, hey Morgana, it's time to get a move on. We're on a tight schedule.
The needle's tipping.
I use rescue on Morgana.
I think pictographs are perfectly balanced subclass, and people who complain about it are babies.
What?
He's lost in the sauce now.
There's no sauce. There's only gruel. Get the fuck out of here.
This sphere neblin seems to be high on some sort of psychedelic.
Oh, I saw a similar creature down in the fucking Underdark, even further down.
You actually recognize this high. This is the drugs you threw at Endariel? He's high on it.
I need to get out of here.
Morgana just grabs him by his bottom jaw and picks him up.
God damn it.
Oh man, I see the face of God and it was crying.
I'll send you right there for a first person view. She'll just turn him around and throw him
God
in
damn
a
it.
random direction.
Karen walks up to Morgana and puts his hand on her shoulder and gives him that look from that meme that we can't fucking find it anymore. Morgana, it's time to go. I'm fucking done here.
And then you are able to find an inn for the night.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I just imagine Morgana sits by the window and idles and just watches the bike all night.
I'll take that bitch inside if they keep fucking.
Just the image of Morgana sitting in a chair in a window, just staring down at the bike, daring somebody to approach it.
If only I already had the rifle integrated, just be sitting there with it fucking honed in right on the seat.
Silver, do you have like what the fuck, the spell alert or whatever the fuck? Alarm.
Prepared.
Is like here. Whoever has it, just put it on the bike before Connor thinks this gets any funnier.
Touche.
I know how the real world rules work around here. Put that thing on the bike.
The bike is safe. It makes it to the morning unharmed, and then you all are able to leave town in the rain.
I don't care for your tone.
I'm insulted. You think I would do something like that?
You're always insulted. Now people.
I just see a Snifflebling sitting in the bike seat, and then if you're like staring at someone who gets hit by a bird of prey really fast, they just vanish. It's like you're getting hit with the antimatter shot, and nothing, gone.
Actually, Karen, who knows if you see that, you burn the whole town.
I already rolled all the d20s for travel, right?
You did.
Oh my God.
You make it to Salt Hollow without a problem.
Oh, good. Now we're here.
And now we're here.
I'm already tired. Saving a whole subspecies of gnome.
Yeah, you spend that third day of travel getting from the Underdark to the Over Sun. And you arrive at Salt Hollow in time for time to find rest. You're at the gates of the city.
Karen's going to go hybrid bear form.
All right.
With big old orc tusks coming out the face.
The Bork.
Bork.
Blade of the Rune King. So there is a gate. Who would like to approach?
Karen will walk up to the gate.
What the hell y'all are doing? Who goes there? You see there's a guard posted up top.
Do we have any plan, or are they just letting Karen walk up there?
Mhm.
I'll pop off.
Please, I'm so ready for it.
I look up. Let us in, you're gonna get with the weirdos.
Give me a intimidation or persuasion check at advantage for speaking in orc.
Yeah. I can't be that loud. Grandpa's downstairs.
Oh, you're good.
Also, I would guarantee peek the mic. All right, let's see here.
Also, I'm saying that wasn't an orc accent. That was the orc language.
Yeah.
That was the joke there.
No, I was going to intend go loud, but I stopped the last second. All right, what'd you say? Intimidation
or persuasion?
Look at this delicious charisma. We'll use persuasion. $20.
All right. Keep your knickers on.
What you say to me, boy?
Uh-oh.
He comes down and opens the gate. I say, keep your knickers on.
How big?
He looked a lot smaller at the top of the gate, but this is like a hulking figure when he's at eye level. You're in your hybrid bear form, and he's just a little bit shorter than you.
Damn, this man I'm pushing past 7'2".
Yeah, he is. He is the guard for a reason.
Oh, fucking knowing how the shit should go, he's just gonna jut his chin at him and walk past.
Do you like intentionally bump into his shoulder?
I do.
Fucking
respect your ears, boy.
I'm about to lose my shit. I'm taking my break. You will come in and closes the gate, and there's another guy. You see a twitch in his eye that you've seen in Morgana's eyes before.
Good lad.
He said that not to you all. He said that to the other guard. He said, I'm going to go take my break. He does not lock eyes with you until he vanishes down an alley out of sight.
I'll just grin. All right, we're here. That was fun.
Wow, no wonder these people are getting their asses kicked in the wall. Security
Yes.
sucks around here.
Yeah, a little bit. If you said no, my second plan was just to run up the gate and yell at him.
You can do that, huh?
Yes. I guarantee they have, at best, a big-ass wood gate.
Got the image of, you wouldn't say that to my face, Karen running up the wall. Wouldn't I?
Just Mr. Magoo. Go on.
Uh,
Boy.
You will see most of the orc settlement here. You see like a wounded regiment of soldiers looking defeated. You see the chieftain sitting in his quarters, looks out the window at you.
Recognize that that rat bitch.
Oh yeah. He sees some clearly not soldiers, clearly not orcs. Well, you look more like a polar bear than an orc, but you see him start to come out of his tent or his house. Strange times for tourism.
Very. Karen's like half not paying attention. He's spying past toward the medical tent. How shit do I think these orcs are doing at their job?
They're mostly the orcs are not attending to the. There are like non-orc medics in there, like with the army. It seems Assault Hall is just letting them stay here, but they're like very clearly saying like, we do not care enough to join you, but you can stay here, and we're hedging our bets.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what? Fuck it, and I'll might as well get this out of the way. Shrink back down to regular Karen. Actually, I'm still 72. I just unfluff.
His eye twitches. You look familiar.
Yeah, let's get the pleasantries out the way. I'm here, same guy.
Huh.
Let's skip past the part where you're like, why are you here? I'm here because I want to be. Also,
I love how Karen just assumes he's the only guy this guy's had beef with in the last like 3 years.
it's been like what, half a year at best, hasn't it? Actually, no, a year at most. Also, I was kind of a cunt to him last time.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine he's not the type to get disrespected very often.
He looks at you and goes, "'Cause you want to be here, huh?"
Yep, I've got business here, and are your medics reusing old wrappings? He's like peering past him, squinting his eyes.
I don't think that's any of your concern. And he calls you something in orc that essentially means Yumi. But it's used in a term to mean you're not really an orc.
Rot. Oh my god.
What the fuck did you get?
That's why I say I lean back and go, "What the fuck you say to me?"
Okay, no, this isn't that big a deal. Get your ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something for you.
Funny man.
Amazing.
You're welcome.
He looks at you. It's none of your concern, little gidjock.
Aaron kind of rocks back on his heels for a second. Gonna suck on his teeth real quick. Spit on the ground. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much.
Oh, did somebody send you the translation of what he said?
Yes, sir.
I sent him the same thing I sent you.
Yep.
Speaks orc too, so.
You spit on his ground, and he looks at you. He's like licking the inside of his lips, and he clenches his fist like he's ready to throw a punch whenever.
Luckily for you, I'm here to save lives. You see that behind me?
He looks at the entourage.
They're all insane. This could very easily turn ugly. I am here to meet someone. That is none of your concern. It will do nothing to your people. This is just a meeting place. Now what's about to happen is we're going to get the fuck out of my face. I'm not going to cause a ruckus by beating the shit out of you, boy. And I'm going to go and start healing your people. Now get the fuck out of my way.
Give me an intimidation check.
That's a...
Yeah, I could feel him struggling.
I don't do that voice often. I'm not good at it.
It's kind of funny that like you can do like
19.
oh. He looks you up and down, grits his teeth, unclenches his fist.
Karen's seen some. He's not afraid of the orc chieftain right now.
He backsteps and steps to the side.
And Karen's just going to march past him, and just. I haven't found a good word yet, but he's just going to call him boy.
He spits on the ground as you pass.
And Karen's going to walk into that tent and he's taking command of that medical tent.
Yep, there are like Commonwealth loyalists there, some just combat medics, a lot of wounded people. If you're spending the night here, you could bring every single one of these 20-something grievously wounded people back to perfect health.
Again, so I imagine they have their own medical supplies. I'm pretty much taking their equivalent of medical kits. I'm not spending spells unless on the grievously wounded. So
that's what I was talking about, is spending spell slots.
Yeah. So first, I'm taking if they have any medical kits, I'm using that on them correctly, and then on the very viciously wounded, I will use magic on that.
They are using them mostly correctly. They just have very low quality kits.
Mm-hmm. Well, Karen is, I would say he is used to working with very little to get better results.
Yeah. Give me a medicine check. Just for
right.
S's and G's. Stitches and gurneys, of course.
Stitches and gurneys.
A 15. It's decent battlefield medicine. There's some pretty rough stitches and a lack of finesse, but like nobody's dying from this stuff. They're just going to be a little scarred and wounded. There are people missing a few limbs. And you have the power to fix that.
Mm-hmm. How many?
Roll me a d6.
D6, okay.
4 people missing an appendage.
Okay. How many of that is like losing lost their legs?
2 of them are right arm. One of them's from the belly button down, and one is from the left elbow down.
Okay, so Karen, by all technicality, has 2 regenerates a day. So he'll find the most grievous ones, and he will use regenerate on those.
Okay. The guy who was having his stomach like magically having himself stitched up and then trying to like recreate his intestines. You regenerate him, and his body comes back to full form. And he comes out of the they start to wean him off the coma juice they had him on. By the morning, he should be awake and cognizant enough to thank you.
Just rest. And
I want to give you an alternate thing.
yeah.
You feel your holy symbol burning like frostbite. Would you like to involve Ilvian in this? Besides the fact that she gives you spells, or would you like to send a prayer to her, or?
After any immediate bad things he can't see, then yes, he will put down that these are just children. They don't know any better.
Give me a spellcasting check. So wisdom check for you.
Wisdom.
And mark off your channel divinity.
Wisdom. Wink. And wisdom.
What the hell are you doing?
Another 15.
Okay. You clutch your holy symbol, and as you look up, that like vague mist that you had been preparing with your regenerate kind of spreads out and forms this thick red fog, filling up the med tent. And a cold breeze blows through. Ilvian's presence is here. You, with a 15, you're not sure what effect she's having on it, but at the very least, you can understand that all the medics operating here are guided for the duration they're working.
Yeah, and Karen's a doctor first, so he just takes note of it and is going to keep going on. That's where Karen is for the time being.
So, as a reminder, there is like 4 weeks until what's her name shows up.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm assuming you all are going to the front lines to look for such and such, and then coming back here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You all are able to find a tent or a place for a tent for the night.
Ew. No.
Okay, where do you sleep then, Sankiri?
I'm gonna go outside of town.
Okay. And put up a tent? Oh no, you're gonna do the mud fortress thing.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
He's a staff.
Create a mansion castle for us.
Of course.
See you for 10 days. I imagine that you summon this thing, and like as it's finishing, it like has a drawbridge that lowers down. And you just look back at like the impoverished town, and you're just like, glamping. By the way, Zunkiri is going to be going around to all their dead. He needs staff. Also,
how close are we to the front line?
A day's walk.
And on a bike.
You're about 30 miles out, so.
Go there, collect a bunch of the dead. We really need to invest in like a corpse collector.
Could add a little attachment, like a little scooper to.
Just like a bucket on the front.
No, better yet, put a net on the back of it. Just drive over them and scoop it up. Karen's asking Zunkiri to leave the orc dead alone. Ein will agree to.
Womp womp.
I don't feel that's something Zunkiri would agree to, but because I do like that RP. Zunkiri's not going to go do that. He's going to go think of something else.
Here's an Hunkiri angle. He's going to a front line. He's about to be spoiled for bodies.
Why not give some favor to his peons?
And you can always come back here after these guys get wiped out and take all the corpses then.
Because of the snide remark you managed to get the balls to make, I'll allow this one.
Oh, everybody gets one.
If only to see where this continuation goes.
As a reward for finally growing a backbone.
I cast. You see, I cast regenerate on myself. I figured out it was broken.
Also, you want to know why I was asking about Kieran's wisdom saves?
What's up?
Possessing him?
That would be really funny to cast antipathy
Whoa.
and just have all the orcs flee the city.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
You just can't come back for 10 days.
Oh, only 10 days.
Only 10 days where they're stuck outside their own city.
If there was going to be a fight, I was just going to tip it in her favor.
Comedy.
Just Karen biting his lip like, I'm failing. Is it a continual save?
No, basically you're affected until you get out of sight of the area, and you get to remake it. If you succeed, you're immune for 1 minute.
Oh!
And you have to remake the save starting again.
Bomba.
Got the idea of Karen for 10 days going, oh my god.
I'm a monster.
Just fail, because that would be the one time he fails, right? We all know. Wisdom casters be like. So you all set up in the illusory mansion, and we will pick up next week as you all gather your things and head towards the front line to track down Mivan.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I picked up Antipathy, Sympathy, and Mirage Arcane specifically to fuck with this front line.
I had fun.
Nice.
Good, I'm glad you did.
You gave me a fucking antimatter rifle. I'm stoked.
Yes, I did.
You gave him antimatter rifle. I gave him a godchild. Everything's fine.
You gave me several tons of explosives.
I did.
You gave me a fucking weeping angel mask.
Yes, I did.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first started bringing that up, I was not thinking of Weeping Angel. I was thinking of the Stone Vampire Mask from JoJo, and I was like, "This is bad."
That was all the references.